And just like that, it's a brand new day, a brand new opportunity, and everything you ever wished could be yours in this moment. Just take a deep breath and visualize.
Today is a beautiful day to be joining us on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. In fact, you came on a good day as well, Mr. Nature Boy himself.
It's a big one.
Because we mark Earth Day. It's a moment to just reflect and connect with one another and Mother Nature and rethink the way we actually care for our planet.
So clearly this is a massive day for Nature Boy, and I am hoping that we're going to be bringing in good conversation, and especially the fact that we're meeting people who are turning passion into purpose. Now we're going to start at the top and the very top with mountaintops adventurer Corey van die Kerk, known as the Mountain Barista, a good friend of mine, joining us to share how he's redefining stillness in nature and involving one cup of coffee at a time.
I love it.
Look at this shot.
Because what do you mean?
This guy, no respect for his life, clearly.
You've got the flapjacks, he's got the coffee, and now I have to become a hiker.
You have to. You have to. No choices, no questions. Just get involved in this one.
Exactly. Now we also look at practical solutions, making a real impact as we unpack how the Litter Worm project is stopping plastics in its tracks before it actually reaches our oceans, which we know causes so much harm as soon as it touches the water. So they're doing a great job.
Absolutely. Now we're not going to stop there, because we're going to bring things closer to home, and we're going to head beneath the surface at the Two Oceans Aquarium, where dedicated teams are working to protect marine life. And we're talking everything from our beautiful turtles, penguins, sharks, you name it. And I think reminding us why this work matters now more than ever. And I've got to say, Carissa, this is such a great day to be ushering in World Earth Day, a special moment that we get to celebrate, but also a moment where I think we all need to stand up and do our part in protecting this beautiful big blue globe. We've seen all the news. We've seen some incredible shots from Artemis that just launched, just showing how connected we all truly really are. We're on one big cell, and it's about time that we focus on making it the best one ever, because we clearly only have one of them. So for now, the Mzansi, it's time to get the show on the road and celebrate this beautiful earth. For now, the official duties must commence. And yes, Carissa's standing by the latest. So let's get this thing on the roll.
Well, thank you so much, Nature Boy. Let's dive right into your 6 o'clock national news headlines, where National Police Commissioner Fani Masemola yesterday made a brief appearance in the Pretoria's Magistrates Court over a controversial 360 million rand SAPS tender, and is expected to join 16 co-accused when proceedings resume on the 13th of May. Now, the group faces charges of corruption, fraud and money laundering, while Masemola also faces 4 counts linked to the Public Finance Management Act. Authorities allege he failed to exercise proper oversight. Now, he declined to comment on talks with the president about his future, maintaining his innocence, and also urged officers to remain focused on tracking organized crime. In other national news, the 75-megawatt Graspan solar power plant near Hopetown in the Northern Cape has been officially inaugurated, adding reliable renewable energy to the national grid. Now, the facility can supply electricity to about 80,000 average households, marking a significant boost for energy stability. Mayor Patrick McLean says local small and medium enterprises are already benefiting, with 3 plants completed so far. He adds that experience gained is drawing strong investor interest, with several parties exploring opportunities in both solar and wind energy projects. In your international news making headlines now, Taiwan President Lai Ching-te has cancelled a planned visit to Eswatini after authorities accused China of pressuring African states to block his flight route. Officials say Seychelles, Mauritius and Madagascar revoked overflight permissions without warning, citing external influence. Eswatini remains one of few nations recognizing Taiwan, which China claims as its territory. The visit was set to mark King Mswati III's 40th anniversary on the throne. Now, Beijing has not commented, but continues strengthening ties across Africa, intensifying diplomatic tensions surrounding Taiwan's international engagements. In other news, Chinese President Xi Jinping has outlined a 4-point plan to promote peace and stability in the Middle East during talks with UAE Crown Prince Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan. Now, the proposals focus on peaceful coexistence, respect for national sovereignty, adherence to international law, and a balance between development and security. Xi called for stronger regional ties and a shared security framework, while backing a United Nations-centered global order. Now, China also signaled its willingness to deepen cooperation with Gulf states to support long-term development and stability. Now for your 6 o'clock news, let's close off on a charming, twisted note on both sports and science, where a humanoid robot sprinted into the spotlight at a Beijing half marathon, finishing the 21-kilometer race in an astonishing 50 minutes and 26 seconds, quicker than the current human world record. Built by a Chinese tech team, the long-legged runner dazzled crowds despite a few robotic stumbles along the way. Now, spectators watched in delight as machines and humans shared the course, with families cheering both. Engineers say the technology could soon power real-world solutions. But for now, it's the joy of seeing metal legs race with heart that's winning smiles. That is where we leave your 6 o'clock news. We'll see what's going on again at 7. For now, let's get an update on your first sports with Rao.
Thank you so much, Carissa. And yes, let's dive into all things sport right now. And I think for Chelsea, they might be questioning whether they could bring that robot into their team, because they slumped to a heavy 3-0 loss against Brighton and Hove Albion, deepening their Premier League struggles. Now, goals from Ferdy Kadioglu, Jack Henshelwood and Danny Welbeck piled pressure on coach Liam Rossinier as Chelsea's top 5 hopes continue to slip away. Well, we'll move to cricket news next, and lots of action to discuss, with Abhishek Sharma producing a stunning unbeaten 135 runs off 68 balls as Sunrisers Hyderabad crushed the Delhi Capitals by 47 runs in the Indian Premier League. Now, supported by Heinrich Klaassen, Hyderabad posted a massive 242-run innings for 2 wickets, leaving Delhi with just too much to chase. Well, golf is up next on the list, and Live Golf has rebranded Smash GC as OKGC, making Oklahoma its first team directly linked to a U.S. market. Now, led by Captain Taylor Gooch, the new franchise will debut at the Live Golf Virginia as the league expands fan engagement and regional partnerships in the United States. Now, rounding up all things sport for this hour, we move to tennis news. Now, Venus Williams suffered a first-round defeat at the Madrid Open, losing in straight sets to rising Spaniard Caitlin Quevedo. Now, the 45-year-old's difficult season continues, marking her 7th straight loss, while Paula Badosa also exited early on home soil. Well, that's a roundup of sport for now. We'll do it all again in the next hour, but I know many of you wanting to know, what should we wear today? Well, don't worry, Carissa's got the latest when it comes to all things weather.
Well, thank you so much, Raul. On this wonderful Earth Day, let's see exactly what South Africa has to offer when it comes to your weather. We get started out now in Polokwane, as per usual, where your Wednesday brings you thunderstorms. Now, there is rain forecast at a chance of 70%. Let's have a look at your temperatures. It begins at 15 degrees and rises to a high of 22. And as we look at the week ahead, expect cloudy and wet conditions to persist all the way until Friday. Into the weekend, it is going to dry up just a little bit. Into Klerksdorp we go next, where you can prepare for a mostly sunny day with rain chance at around 25%. Your temperatures begin at a low of 12 degrees and reach a high of 21. Now, cloudy and wet conditions to continue on, with rain chance averaging around 43% up until Friday. And then into Pretoria, you can expect thunderstorms throughout your day with a 25% chance of rain. Your temperatures, well, it starts off with a cool 13 degrees and warms up to 21 as the day progresses. A rain is forecast for the rest of the week, with tomorrow chanced at 60% and on Friday, 55%. Out in the city of gold, Johannesburg, you're up next. Partly cloudy skies are with you this afternoon, as well as afternoon thunderstorms on the cards for today. Temperatures start from a chilly 9 degrees, peaking at 18 as your high. Now, looking ahead, wet conditions do persist, with rain chanced at 50% tomorrow and temperatures in the lower teens. Well, out in Mbombela, your day kicks off under cloudy conditions with showers chanced at 55% in the afternoon. A brisk start to your day, a nice 8 degrees to wake you up, and then it rises to a comfy 22 as your high. Now, rainy conditions do continue with a 25% chance tomorrow and 30% on Friday. In the beautiful Bloemfontein, partly cloudy skies are expected for today with gentle southerly winds. Another brisk start to your day, a nice 8 degrees there, and then it rises to 21 as your high. Now, partly cloudy skies will dominate your week with rain chanced averaging around 28% for the most part. To the coastline we go. Richards Bay is where we stop off, where cloudy skies this morning will give way to sunshine, later with rain at 70% chance. Temperatures range from 17 to 23. And looking ahead, wet conditions decrease as we head towards the weekend, with temperatures in the mid to high 20s. A bit further into Durban we go now. You'll begin your day under partly cloudy skies. Temperatures begin at a low of 16 and your high is sitting at 21 degrees. You can expect cloudy and humid conditions for the remainder of the week, with temperatures remaining in the mid to upper 20s. We head into Ntata next, where you're in for a partly cloudy day. There will be moderate wind coming through from the southwest. As for your temperatures, well, they'll rise from an unwelcoming 8 degrees to a pleasant 20 degrees. Over the coming days, expect partly cloudy skies with temperatures in the high teens to mid-20s. Let's see what Craddock has to offer on this Wednesday. It's all about those grey skies that starts off your morning and will gradually brighten with steady southerly winds. Now, temperatures move from a biting 4 degrees and then head to a moderate 18. Looking into the week, expect partly cloudy skies with temperatures in the low to mid-20s. And then let's head into Gukompo next, which is formerly known as East London, where you can expect scattered cloud cover with strong southwesterly winds at 35 kilometers per hour. Your temperatures range between 12 and 21 today. And looking ahead, expect intervals of both clouds and sunshine, with Sunday's rain forecast at 70%. Ebeka, it's your turn to stand up now. Out in GQ, sunny skies will brighten up your day with strong southwesterly winds sitting at 31 kilometers per hour. Your temperatures will range between 11 and 19 degrees. And as we have a look at the days ahead, variable cloudiness will prevail with temperatures peaking at 32 degrees on Saturday. Gorgeous George, what's it looking like on your side? On the cards is partly cloudy skies with afternoon showers. Now your temperatures rise from a brisk 8 degrees to a pleasant 17. And looking ahead, you're in for mostly sunny days with temperatures ranging between 12 and 28 degrees. Let's head into the mother city next. We're out in Cape Town. It's mostly cloudy and humid conditions that are expected. There will be some strong southeasterly winds at 31 kilometers per hour. Your temperatures start at 10 degrees and peak at 19 today. And in the coming days, anticipate mostly sunny skies with no rain expected through to Saturday. All right, Sutherland, let's see what's going down on your side. Expect a sunny day ahead with moderate southeasterly winds. Temperatures range from a freezing 1 degree to a high of just 14. Now looking ahead at the week, cloudy and wet conditions return from Friday with temperatures in the high teens to lower 20s. And then out in Kimberley, you're in for mostly sunny conditions with afternoon showers. Temperatures range from a chilly 8 to a warmer 22. Expect temperatures in the low 20s in the coming days, with rain forecast from tomorrow onwards. And our final stop is Uppington, where you're in for a bright and sunny day out in Uppies. Temperatures start at a reserved 8, but climb to a warmer 25 degrees on your side. The days ahead bring you cloudy and wet conditions with temperatures in the mid to high 20s. Peaks at 29 on Sunday, but great weather all the way around out in Uppington, which brings us very nicely into our sunrise view of this hour. Now to get us kick-started, we've got Linda from Pinarstrand out in the gorgeous George. And let's see exactly what she has to offer when it comes to her good morning view. I mean, Linda, listen, what a gorgeous morning view. The mist of just the water over the ocean with the mountain in the background. That coastline looks like I need to be there immediately. 18 degrees is what you can expect on your side, Linda, and we really do wish you a beautiful and blessed day. Thank you for making our morning so wonderful, and if you too would like to contribute, here's the number once again, 063-036-9649. Linda, I mean, you've done the job, but let's see what you can do, Mzansi, at both 7 and 8 o'clock. We look forward to it.
Yo, Linda, I'm almost half in tears here looking at that shot. George has never looked so incredible. Wow, wow, wow. The colors, the ocean, the wildness. It's like a picture from a movie, and it's giving me so much energy, especially as we're celebrating World Earth Day. And speaking of, that's the question that we want to start with you, Mzansi. Obviously, it's an incredible day that we're ushering in. It's a chance for us to put our hands up and celebrate. And we want to know what your favorite way is to enjoy nature right here in Mzansi. Chris,
That's right.
you're smiling and laughing with joy here. There's a lot
It's
that's
the
come to
picture
mind.
that they chose.
I know.
Are we enjoying Raoul's back or are we enjoying the beautiful ocean? No, great picture. We're basically saying, what's your favorite way to enjoy nature right here in South Africa? And there are so many ways. I mean, I know we're so spoiled for choice in Cape Town. The ocean. The ocean is a healing place for so many of us. And then, of course, we've got the beautiful mountains. I think autumn is officially hiking season.
We are spoiled for choice. It's hiking season. There's a little bit of rain, so the waterfalls might be starting
Come
again.
on.
The waves are coming through. If you looked at what happened in the last few days, so your Earth is showing its beauty off in such a remarkable way.
Yeah.
But we want to know how you show her off and what you do in nature to really enjoy everything about it, the beauty, the ambiance, and the fact that you can be present in something so special. So how do you celebrate Earth Day? We want to know from you. And I think there's a person that's just walked in the studio that is really epitomizing that. Goes by the name of Corey. It's an old friend of mine and one that heals in the mountain. He thrives in the mountain, and he's also having coffee in the mountain
Corey.
too. Our barista of the day. I can't wait to chat to him about everything he's doing out there. Man.
Well, I hope he brought some coffee with him because we would love to have a taste of that. And then, of course, our friends at ABSA are celebrating Women in Golf. So all around to do with sports and good vibes right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We'll see you after this.
Looks like Corey's ready. He's got his coffee.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Oh, yes, Mzansi, welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's not just your Feel Good Breakfast Show, this is the show of celebration, a show of celebrating Earth Day, which is today. And I think there is no one better to join us than Corey van der Kerk. He's better known as the Mountain Barista, and he's an adventurer redefining what it means to slow down in the wild, pairing his love for the outdoors with perfectly brewed cups of coffee, all while sharing moments of stillness high above the world below. Now, this is something I'm absolutely excited about, so I think officially, let's give this man a Feel Good welcome!
Come on, everybody.
Thank you so
Yes,
much.
he's back, baby!
Welcome. This is your
Thank you.
debut on Expresso.
Yes.
Thank you for bringing
Thanks
the
for
coffee.
having
We
me.
appreciate it. No, listen, we keep that for the mountaintops. I do want to know, though, Rouse obviously joined you on the
Yes.
mountain. Where did you get the term mountain barista? Did you start, your hiking journey with coffee?
No, not really. I started hiking and I loved good coffee. My dad used to brew fresh coffee at home for us.
Wow.
And the smell of the fresh coffee in the morning, you can't describe it. It's just the best. So then I decided to start taking my hiking and coffee and combining it.
How does that work? What are you carrying with you as you go up?
So it's a variety of different brewing mechanisms. So I love making AeroPress and pour over coffee in the mountain. So I think those are my go-to favorites.
Sure.
I love this, man.
Look at that.
And these views that you're taking these moments in are just absolutely iconic. What drives you more, having coffee at the end of the day or reaching the summit and the destination? Because, dude, you're doing incredible routes. I remember we started just exploring sand parks, mountain range, and Cape Nature, and then you just kind of took it to another level, spots that I didn't even know existed, dude. How did this drive continue for so long?
It's honestly like getting out there is just like, it's amazing. Like it fills your soul. It gives you the energy and the spark to come back into, society and, take that amazing feeling of nature into your daily life. So I think for me, the journey of climbing the mountain and then sitting at the top and then having a moment where you just sit down and you're quiet and absorbing everything it's like a package. Like it's not just about reaching the top, it's about the journey to getting there.
The experience. And talk about the experience, because there's a cost to it, right? It's not like you're just waking up and going in the mountain. You're prepping beforehand. You're probably waking up earlier than Carissa and I, because you'd be in the mountain already chasing that sunrise, right?
In the dark?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's crazy.
Sir. I've seen that movie. I'm not trying to do that.
Well, I still have a job to do, so the early mornings is perfect because I can wake up, go brew a cup of coffee in the mountains, and then get back down. And obviously, the rest of my day, you just feel invigorated.
As in, you still go to a job like a 9 to 5?
Yes, well, it's not quite a 9 to 5, but
Yeah.
yes, I do have a job that I have to get to.
Crazy. How you have to balance your hours, hey?
Yeah.
Okay, so for somebody that's really intimidated to even start hiking, getting outdoors, because it can be a little bit overwhelming. Where do you begin? Do you go to Sandpark's website,
Especially if they watch your videos. They're like, whoa, how do I do this?
How do I get there? Where do you begin?
I think the biggest or the best advice I can give is to start small. Find something locally that that you love, like a park, or something close by here, like a pipe track or Newlands Forest, and go out and explore. And I mean, that's how I got started. And then from there, the next time you go, you're like, okay, let me explore a little bit further, and see what's around the next corner. And eventually, you find yourself standing on top of the mountain, looking at the view. I think everyone wants to get there immediately, want to be like instantly, like I want to do the most extreme things. Yeah, true. But yeah, it's about the journey. It's about taking small steps into nature.
And I think those small steps for me personally led me to some incredible things, incredible spaces. It's opened up the doors for me. And every time you go on a hike and you realize how incredible that experience is, you're hungry for more. And you want to do another route. I remember us chasing so many routes, wanting to tick off these lists. After all these years, bro, and after all this experience, can you suggest like your top hikes and your top routes? Because, dude, you've done it all, basically, and things that don't even have names yet. What would you say maybe to Mzansi in terms of beginner-friendly hikes maybe that you'd suggest? And then take me to the top of the list in terms of the most hardcore, gnarly, extreme adventures you can think of.
Sure. Well, there's a wide variety.
I know,
to choose
bro.
from.
You could give for hours.
Yeah, we've got so much in South Africa. It's incredible. Well, for me locally, around Table Mountain, I really enjoy something like a Newlands Forest walk, going to the waterfalls. There's a really nice spot at the start of Nursery Ravine with like a nice picnic spot.
Yes.
Perfect to brew coffee if you just want something low key and chill. And the other nice one for me is to do Kasteelpoort. It's a very nice beginner-friendly route. A little bit further out in Stellenbosch, I enjoy Jonkershoek. If you haven't been to Jonkershoek, the panorama,
Iconic.
it's amazing. There's so many waterfalls and there's flowers and the nature is beautiful. And then, if you go extreme, well, we have some extreme mountains here in South Africa. Just locally, the Toits Peak is quite a big one. It's I won't say necessarily a hike. It's more classified as a mountaineering kind of hike.
That's a proper
And you
challenge.
need, you need special permits as well.
And probably equipment or something.
Yeah, you do need to make sure you have the right gear with
Yeah.
you because you're quite isolated when you're up there. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So me personally, I've done Newlands.
Well
and
done.
that
That's
was...
beautiful.
You need to go for a coffee.
It's beautiful. It's a bit tough. It's actually a bit tough. And I'm going to add all of those to my list. That Stellenbosch one is definitely on there. But I think about just being out in the mountains and being out in nature. And it is such a beautiful way to reconnect with Earth. And also just reinvigorate that connection to what really matters at the end of the day. But then I see sometimes there's litter around me. There are people that are not taking care of the space. So how can we actually be sustainable when still enjoying nature?
I think that's a tricky one. For me personally, I feel if people care about a place, they're more likely to preserve it and look after it. And I think it's the education around that. You're not there just to go and see what you can get out of the experience, but you're also there to be part of nature. And I think that message needs to be communicated more. So that people know, when you step out into a space, onto a trail, that, whatever you take with you has to come back with you. Whether it's a banana peel or an apple core, unfortunately, even those things, you need to take that back with you so the next person can also enjoy the space.
Right,
Leave
be
no
mindful.
trace. Yeah. Now, Corey, obviously, I think Mzansi is just probably losing their mind seeing the visuals that we've been sharing of the routes that you've done. Is this man losing all his sense of fear? Does he care about his life? I'm sure we're getting so many questions right now. But my question I want to ask you, and I'm sure everybody's dying to know, is how do you like your coffee in the mountain?
Yeah.
Oh,
Give us the perfect serve.
the perfect spot is on a ledge,
Yeah.
where I can hang my feet off the edge with a grand view in front of me, with sunrise, and a freshly brewed coffee is always a must. So that to me
Are we
is
doing milk, sugar?
no milk, no
nothing.
sugar. Good coffee doesn't need milk or sugar.
Whoa.
If you have like quality beans, you need quality freshly roasted beans.
You said forget your chicory.
Absolutely. Listen, you're hearing it from the pro himself. And if you've been inspired by any of these journeys that Corey's taking on right now, then reach out to him online. He's a plethora of knowledge when it comes to how to have a good coffee, where to have a good coffee, and some routes to maybe get you into the swing of things. I wouldn't suggest joining him just yet if you're a beginner, but that can be a goal for you to look up to in the
Maybe
future.
one day.
Corey, thank you so much for sharing the
you,
magic of the
Corey.
mountain. I hope to see you there again. You're probably going to head out there soon before work.
Hopefully, let's go.
Sneak one in. But of course, Ozzy, this is what we're celebrating Earth Day and the people that are ushering in all of its beauty.
Sure, happy Earth Day. And although money can't necessarily buy you happiness, maybe it can get you somewhere in life. Now, Mzansi, we want to plug you into the fact that for Lotto, there's a jaw-dropping 86 million rand estimated jackpot this Wednesday. And I'm just saying you could win big.
Hey, this is a big one, and you can buy your tickets today in store to be even luckier and get involved in it. And you can do it on the nationallottery.co.za website as well as the mobile app, or you can use cell phone backing. You've got options, man.
That's true. And all these details are, of course, on our Expresso social pages. You can connect with Corey and beyond. And then, of course, get yourself in the running to win big by playing Lotto for an estimated 86 million rand jackpot today. So please go ahead and play now.
Yeah, now listen, there's so much to still celebrate. We've got the food fairies from St. Urs de Vries, and they're going to be showing us something incredible in the kitchen. I know Chef Clem's always coming through as well. So any conundrums that you want solved, well, come through. We got you covered. See you after this.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel good breakfast show.
Well, welcome back. It still is your Feel Good Breakfast show. And of course, it's a Wednesday. We've got to do all things to do with cooking. Now, the St. Oyster Feast is just around the corner. And this year, the theme is all about home. And what feels more like home than the incredible aromas of a bustling kitchen?
Oh,
Ooh.
come on now. This is all the nostalgia we need and everything that gets us excited. Now, this year, the festival's food fairies are taking over the Pop 24 studio. And that's to celebrate South African heritage through food. Now, we've got some special people here celebrating this moment. And joining us, we have the wonderful Sarita Riffle, as well as the energetic Nate Smith. Now, they're here to give us a sneak peek into the demonstrations that will be sparking imaginations and filling bellies at the festival. And you want to be one of these people, especially after this chat. So to our two beautiful souls, good morning. How are we doing?
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Are we hungry?
We will.
Yeah, I came hungry,
good.
so I'm glad I'm in good company. Love the outfits, love the energy you guys are bringing as well. But let's talk about the Food Fairies. I mean, in and of itself, that's a great name. It's a series that covers everything from spicy storytelling and food artistry, which, I mean, let's just call it what it is. What can festival goers actually expect specifically from your demonstrations?
Okay, from my side, I will stick to actually, you know, the food that I grew up with.
Tell us more.
And I just like you know, a bready, for instance, you know, maybe with a tweak here and there, but maybe a fat cook. Like I will be, you know, selling or making tomato bready. It's something that I grew up with. And then a dish of my own, a type of, you know, chicken dish that I serve with jasmine rice with a sauce. You know, just this food that I grew up with that I want to share with the other people.
Haze course.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is making sense to me because this is haze course as I know it. Breedies, tomato breedies, cabbage breedies, curry
Yes,
stews.
yes.
It reminds me of home, the smell and nostalgia. So, Sarita, are we talking this with regards to our theme as well, being home?
Home,
It kind of makes sense to me. This is how you are bringing that nostalgia back. Is that the plan?
Yes.
Yeah.
I want people to connect with the food. Obviously, bring back memories from their own kitchens, from their
Yes.
mother's kitchens.
Yeah.
So I'll just give it the Sarita twist as well.
The Sarita twist.
I can't wait to see it.
You know, when you look at the circus, I love that they've brought the food fairies on board because they could have gone, you know, with your fancy chefs but if you look at it, you know, the people from the community, they've been cooking tomato breedy for 30 years.
Yo,
It's been
decades.
perfect. So it's absolutely going to taste like home. In terms of my demo, for me, it's more about, or on the day, it's going to be about feeding the maximum amount of people for the least amount of money.
That reminds me of home now. Definitely
Also.
making that buck
Absolutely.
spread.
Making that
Yes,
buck
yes.
spread.
Yeah.
So on the day, I think I've got about 60 people there, and
Sure.
I am going to feed them all for under 300 rand.
Okay, but what are we thinking? Because
yeah.
300 rand.
Is it just rice? Is that it? Are we still going to make it liquor?
Yeah, so, you know, growing up, it was a case that my mom had to stretch that rand. So I'm using about 6 ingredients only on the day. And you can really serve something amazing for very little money.
Okay. In this economy,
okay.
everybody's taking notes. They say, Nate, show and lead us the way. But you, of course, are known for your passion and for your energy. Look at your jacket. So, I mean, that is a moment
Say
in
no
and
more.
of itself. How do you use food as a medium to bring people together, especially in these live situations? And you said how many people?
It's about 60.
60 people. So how do you bring it all together with your personality, your passion, and of course the food?
And also stop getting 60 people from getting hangry. You know what I mean? It's a big
Listen, it has to be, it's not like a bride, it has to be done within the hour.
Wow.
people want what they want.
Yeah, so really, people need to connect to a story. So
Yeah.
the dish itself, there will be active storytelling. Sarita will tell stories from her childhood. I will tell stories from my childhood as well. I just hope I don't get too emotional during the stories, but it's really that once they connect, you know, food will just taste so much better.
And I think that connection is really what food is about. It's often that we get into this moment where things are moving so fast and we just want a quick instant and we lose this connection. For me, this is what family was about.
Yes,
This is what some of the most
exactly.
important memories that I have are related to, and that's food. And I think of the loves that I have right now in our world. It's food, it's good connection, and then it's also the fact that we have an Earth to celebrate it. So,
Yeah.
in light of like what Earth Day is representing, how do you think that this connects with regards to food? How does this kind of tie in? Do you think there's a connection here at all?
There is a connection, I think, because like for me, celebrating Earth Day would mean buying local.
Yeah.
Don't travel far to get some produce.
That's right.
Use your farmers. I love to support my farmers
Yes.
close by, buy directly from them, you know. So that is one way how I will celebrate Earth Day by using local produce.
Love that.
The thing that I'm mostly known for is braai and fire, and what every South African probably doesn't realize is that whenever they braai, they are actually helping the earth, because the woods that you use, your kameeldoring, your black wattle, these are invasive species.
Invasive, yeah.
So all you're doing is you're helping out
helping.
the earth by burning them.
So we should braai more. We should
braai more.
Nate said so. Nate said so. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, braai. It's braai all the way around.
Saving the planet one braai at a
That's what
time.
I'm saying.
You know, in terms of the foods that you make, be conscious around what you're making,
Yeah.
that it doesn't become a one-meal wonder. So if you are for example, if you're braaiing, if there is braai left, you can make a braai pie. Even if you're doing a stew, and you know, well, food is expensive and there's lots of meat left within the food, take out that meat.
Yeah.
Or what you can do with it then is you can pull it, take it off its bone, make a white sauce, roll it, crumb it, and make a croquette.
Okay, so stop it now. You're making us hungry, right? Come on. Wow.
You
mean, it
can
is-
do that
you know,
kitchen
yeah.
fairies. This is why they
Upcycles.
call them kitchen fairies.
Even you know, the peels from the vegetables, you can repurpose that and use it in a salad. You can, like onions for instance, you can roast onions with the skins on, you know, make a beautiful stock with it. So don't throw away the vegetable peels, repurpose it and do something else with it.
We actually have a lot of food waste, eh, in the
Yes, we
kitchen.
do, we do.
just chop off the ugly parts or chop off this. No, use it all and use the leftovers. There's some people that refuse to eat
Oh,
leftovers.
you see those people eat chicken. They just a little
they
teeth there, and they leave like 60% of them.
Must eat the bone. Eat the bone too. Don't
Listen,
waste.
we are so grateful that you are in our studio right now. And I want to do a special thank you both to Sarita Riffel as well as Nate Smith, who are stopping by right now but not going anywhere. And if you want to experience the magic of the food fairs for yourself, well, make sure to head over to the St. Oosterste Fears website for more information on how to secure your spot. And also don't go anywhere, because our guests are going to be moving into the kitchen for the culinary hotline, which will be taking place in just a bit. So get those bellies ready.
Oh my goodness, we can't wait. Well, listen, speaking about our stomachs, we do want to talk about our guts, and they've got a lot more for you than you might realize. But things like antibiotics can actually sometimes disrupt the natural balance of bacteria and lead to things like diarrhea. And that's where Interflora can actually help you.
Yeah, now Interflora contains a probiotic yeast that works in the gut to help restore the natural balance of bacteria, and it stays active in the gut for up to 8 hours. Now, it can be used for antibiotic-associated diarrhea or acute diarrhea, and the great thing is that you can take Interflora together with your antibiotic, so there's no need to wait.
Interflora can be used by the whole family, in fact, even babies from birth, making it a convenient option to keep at home for everyone. So ask your pharmacist about Interflora today. Well, our kitchen fairies aren't going anywhere at all. We're so excited to see them in action in the kitchen. Sarita and Nate are standing by. Clem is in the kitchen waiting to bring them in. I mean, we've set up the energy. He's like, come now. We set up the energy so wonderfully. And I don't know about you, Rob, but I'm hungry.
I'm just feeling like the festival's already begun. So, Zanzi, you've come to the right place. Get ready to be hungry and have that belly filled with some good inspiration straight after this. See you soon.
Only you can make my day.
Good morning, South Africa. My name's Clem Pedro. Welcome to the kitchen this fine Wednesday, which must mean it's the coloring hotline bling. Acceptable, you will be fed today. Today we're celebrating Home and Earth Day with two very special guests, Sarita Ruffle and Nate Smith. They're in the kitchen to show us how the St. Oysterfeest food fairies turn things up. And this morning we're turning things up straight away with more spoilerkies. We want to get you involved. If you want to get any of your questions, your culinary questions answered this morning by myself or our amazing guests, please send a WhatsApp voice note through to our number 0630369649. Who recommends more spoilerkies?
Okay.
What is the month? In April.
Yes.
Talk to me about. Welcome to the kitchen. Very
It's
excited
lovely
to have
to be
you.
here. So, okay, mosbolletjies, basically, it's like a brioche.
Right.
So you need flour, obviously, and then you need mousse.
Talk
or
to me
must.
because
Okay.
mousse in April, I've never made a mousse brood in April because of the
Yes.
fact that mousse is only available during harvest time
Yes.
in the Western Cape.
So there's actually a substitute for mousse. You can actually use grape juice, okay? So, but I love a grape juice with a sparkle in because it
Right.
must still, assist
natural
with
sparkle.
a natural sparkle to assist with the obviously the rising of the dough and give flavor to it and stuff. But we're going to use instead of the typical natural mousse or must, we're going to use. As you've explained the reasons why we...
There we go. And I do love it. We're finding we don't have to just stop making the dish
Exactly.
because one thing's not available. We're finding alternatives.
Fine.
Okay, so let me do your thing.
Okay, so for one bread, we use about 3 or 4 cups of flour, but then you must have extra flour at hand to assist with the kneading process in case the dough is too wet. So that is why the extra flour is there. And then we need, obviously, aniseed. This will add to the flavor of the mosbolletjies.
Oh, wow. Because we haven't even baked it yet, but the smell's coming off.
And
It's so good. It's so good.
yes. And
Nate,
then we
Nate,
need
you just got to do it. You just got to smell as well. We can't just leave you out. Right? And it's also because of the yeast that you
Fantastic.
got in there that's creating
Yes,
the heat
yes,
as well.
yes.
So it's giving off a beautiful perfume. Guys, I can't. I'm going to start
a
eating raw
floral,
dough.
also a type of floral perfume. So mosbolletjies is really, something extra.
It is. Okay.
Special. So butter we need. It must be preferably butter and not margarine. But if you don't have butter, you can use margarine, but I prefer to use butter. We're going to use 1 egg. This will be mixed with the warm milk and obviously yeast also. And then sugar, because the mosbolletjie is a sweetish kind of bread. It's not like a salty. You must taste the sugar in it.
It must be. We like that from the food from that era. Everything was lekker and glazed and
yes,
sweet
yes,
and
yes,
spiced. So mosbolletjies for me, if I eat a mosbrood and it's not sweet, then I'm like, it
it's
was
bland,
almost there.
kind of bland. Yes.
All right, so let's get cooking. Let's get things
Okay, so I'm going to add the flour. And then salt.
We've been
We'll put in.
we're gonna talk as we cook. I know, because you're an expert. We've been joking about how many Europeans have been in Cape Town since the festive season, and a lot of Germans. As we know, Germans love their baked goods, and it was amazing to hear the Germans ask for mosbrood.
Mosbrood.
And someone had to explain to them, no, it's only available a certain time of the year, and it just shows you South African food. It's the time. It's like it's on the world stage, and people are just literally eating
Loving
it
it.
up. It's amazing. That's what you're doing as well, representing South African food. It's a huge honor. And does that motivate you to keep on doing what you're doing?
Absolutely, just to be able to share, like we said in our interview as well, our food comes with a story. And when people have to ask a question around why this, why that, it gives us an opportunity to share. And then there's an educational part to it as well. The dish that I'm cooking, that I'm demonstrating, is a dal curry dish, but it's called Dala What You Must. So what's going to come out of them is, why is it called that? And then you get an opportunity to just introduce them to some language, and a little bit of history around it as well, which works really well to just share some of our South Africanness.
It's beautiful. I do believe the best way to learn about a people or a culture is through its food.
Eat the food.
So this is absolutely beautiful. And again, as a South African, to be like surrounded by our food and seeing it in preparation and seeing it in the as Graham would say, the flowers it deserves. It's amazing. I love it. This is looking really great.
So yes, we start off by, kneading everything, bringing everything together.
Also, when someone
And-
says they're going to make a bread and they come with this bowl,
Yes.
I know they're not joking. I know they're not joking.
Yes. So you have to add the liquid, first one half of the liquid and then knead and then the other half of the liquid.
So I know you got your hands nice and dirty already, but our kitchen fairies have brought this extra dough in. So we've got 2 doughs here. The one that 3, talking about the one that you've got working. The final process of kneading is this, am I right?
It's correct. That is,
Without butter.
Without butter.
So we're gonna I'm gonna ask you if we can fast forward, swap it out.
Yes. We can.
And then, ooh, my mom's probably watching. I'm gonna take this clean kitchen cloth and I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna be in trouble later. If anybody has a hack how to get dough out of a clean
there.
kitchen cloth, let
Yes,
us know.
please.
Send us a WhatsApp.
Okay, I think that's clean enough.
Oh, the kitchen team are looking at me like they're not happy. It's okay, I'll take it home. Okay, there we go. So you've got that dough,
Okay,
now we're gonna
so-
incorporate the butter.
Yes. So butter must be soft so that, it can be easily spread onto the... So you basically just, do this.
by hand?
By hand, everything by hand, because, you get rid of all the frustrations as well by kneading.
Do you want to talk about it? The frustrations. It's a safe
So
space.
the frustrations of the day,
Of the day.
or what's happening, what happened to you, or, you need bread if you want to get rid of frustrations.
So the food fairies actually came about during the lockdown period, and that's when everybody retreated to baking and cooking. But the second part was that everybody still craved connection. So it literally met both demands in where people could cook and then still connect and just bring it all together. So yeah, we definitely want to share it.
It's the one thing we all have in common, right? We definitely have an opinion about food, whether we like something or not. But I mean, it's a talkability and a coming together element, catalyst. That is what food is.
Yep.
So I love that. I'm so sorry now you worked so hard and I'm going to go back
No,
now.
it's fine. This
So
is
with the
just
one-
to show, there's the butter is, you really work it
And I was
into
going
the
to say,
dough.
I'm glad you did
Until
it
it-
because it's
yeah.
about showing how much actually effort goes into
Yes.
working that butter into the dough to give you this result.
Exactly. So now we leave this to stand a bit, if
Mm-hmm.
it's, so we go over to the next.
There we go. So what we're going to do now is this dough, are we going to do the traditional shape? We're going to shape it in a bit. So once we've added the butter, the dough then rests again. So it's quite a bit of proving that happens with the dough. And again, we've added our caraway seeds to it. Oh, did I say caraway?
Aniseed,
sorry.
aniseed, hey?
Aniseed. So it's the resting period now that
The
we're
resting
waiting for.
period,
That's when
yeah.
the flavors are going to develop.
Yes, yes.
Let's talk about the shape we're going to do, though, so we can just prepare ourselves. What shape are we going to go? We're going to
Okay,
go...
so we're going, maybe we can do a plate or we can do the normal, the balls, but it must be of equal size to bake
Okay.
evenly. So you have to, if you make a, do you want us to do a...
We've got 2 minutes.
What do you want?
Let's go through a
Okay.
little practice. What do you want to show us?
You have your plate?
Can we
No,
just
I
move?
mean a plate, vlegsel. You can do that as
vlegsel.
well, a vlegsel.
Okay.
Otherwise, you just do, the round balls. Where can I
I
pack
like
it on?
that.
Yeah, you
We can
just
put
do...
straight
can I-
on our beautiful
Okay,
kitchen
so
counters.
there's one. We're going to work quickly.
And I like that you say you do need to have them equally
I love
sized.
the
'cause it's gonna
aroma coming
rise
from
together.
here.
Okay, now
Yeah.
we jump in. You just said it. Right? I also want to get the aroma.
The aroma.
You must take your wedding ring off because no one wants that. The
No, I
Christmas
have no
tradition
rings,
when someone gets a ring in it, it's not that dish. Okay, so we're pinching. Oh, I was talking about your technique. We pinch, right?
Yes,
Because I'm watching you
pinch.
do it specifically.
Just, like that.
Okay.
And quickly,
2 hands.
and do that.
Look, the size might not be. Okay.
It is lovely.
Okay, there we go. So you're saying
Let's do another bowl.
about 3 to 4 cups of flour gives us 1 loaf. Okay.
One standard loaf.
1 standard loaf, which is not a it's not the
It's a
small
medium
one.
size. It's a medium size
Okay.
bread, or probably 12 to 15.
Yeah, you're gonna get about 12,
depending on the size of of the balls.
Nice. Okay, if you want to see what the final product, the final baked version of the bread looks like, do not go anywhere. It's gonna be delicious. Oh, by the way, I've got to teach you the ting, ting, ting thing, right? So when I say culinary hotline bling, you gotta shout ting, ting, ting.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna see you guys a little later. So, it's the culinary hotline bling. Ting, ting, ting. I love it. I love it.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show on this wonderful Wednesday. We've reached the halfway point of the weekend, and that means we can continue celebrating,
Yeah,
right?
so let's celebrate the power and progress of women in golf as Sunshine Ladies Tour welcomes back the ABSA Ladies Invitational for its 3rd edition. Now, more than just a tournament, this event is championing equity, inclusion, and opportunity in women's sport. And this is where they create a stage where players can compete, connect, and lead both on and off the course. So let's take a look at all this magic going down.
This year, we continue to spend 1.5 million rand in winnings, and that is a total of 4.3 million over the last 3 years.
Ladies golf generally in the country has been growing over the years. It's taken very big strides to get to where we are today.
To see the way that ABSA has increased its partnership over the last couple of years is spectacular. It's one of the biggest prize pools in ladies golf. At the end of the day, women that are playing in this tournament can actually use it as an income.
With ABSA, we truly believe that developing golf to women in entrepreneurship, women in business, and even women in sport, that we drive that agenda of getting women on the golf course.
Being here today, I'm like, I can play golf. I want to play golf. And that has been so refreshing because I feel like a sport like this is very intimidating. But today I'm going home thinking, where can I get my clubs?
Sure. Shout out to Absa for truly investing in things and places that matter. She said 1.5 million just in the last year.
Yeah.
So it yielded a lot over the past 3 years.
Absolutely.
You know what, Ra? They do actually say that when you invest in women's sports, you do actually make a bigger return than if you did for men.
Yeah, I think that sentiment couldn't be truer than right now. And I think when you look at brands like Absa going beyond just banking and actively investing in women's sport, you see the difference in the woman itself and in the young girls as well, because no longer is this a hope. I hope one day I'll be able to be, I hope that I could sustain myself. No, we're living in that reality now. And brands like Absa being on board usher in the fact that this is something that we can celebrate and it's here to stay because they're investing in these opportunities now.
It's beautiful to see. I mean, from a woman who was once a young girl, it's not just a pipe dream. It's something that really has legs to it. And it really provides that you can't be what you can't see. And if I'm seeing a wonderful professional woman golfer, I'm there. I'm cheering like she's cheering right
Inspiration
now.
at its finest.
Exactly.
So what would you say to the following, right? Obviously, creating access to spaces like golf, I think it changes opportunities for women and young athletes in our communities, right?
Absolutely.
Why do you think it's so important, though, to have access to things like this?
Yeah, I think options just need to be made available to
Yeah.
women. Gone are the days in the 50s where you could do one of 3 things or one of one thing, that is just being a housewife. To this day, it's really wonderful to see that there can be a golfer that's both a man and a woman, and we can stand up in the same league. They can be a soccer player, a rugby player for both men and women. I think about Babalwa Lecha, for example.
Oh, yeah,
who is an
absolutely.
incredible example in a community. She comes from Kailicha, and for the whole of South Africa, going international and playing in big leagues in London as well. So it's just incredible to see the possibilities are endless. And yes, that's for you and I, ladies, and to the young girls out there. Keep on dreaming because it will become a possibility.
Yeah, and absolutely. The fact that you can dream right now means that that dream doesn't just stay a dream, but it's an opportunity to make it materialize. And what an incredible movement. A huge thank you must go to Absa for being at the heart of it all. And this is where the stories that often go unheard are now being championed.
So stay tuned because we chat about the future of female golf, and we're really excited as the time goes on to bring on incredible guests to see how this series does unfold.
Absolutely. Now, for now, though, it's time to celebrate these moments, and I think we just need a moment to reflect on this magic.
Well, perfect timing. It's just gone 7 o'clock. Let's get straight into your national news headlines, where the Special Investigating Unit has secured a preservation order freezing 17 properties worth 76.5 million rand and 7 luxury vehicles linked to businessman Siyabonga Nkosi and his associates. Now, the order prevents the sale or transfer of assets while investigations continue into irregular Eskom contracts. Authorities allege officials inflated prices of critical equipment and manipulated procurement systems between 2021 and 2023, causing losses exceeding 73 million rand. Now, funds were allegedly channeled into high-end properties and cars. The SIU says further legal action may follow. In other news in our country, National Police Commissioner Fanny Masemola yesterday made a brief appearance in the Pretoria's Magistrates Court over a controversial 360 million rand SAPS tender and is expected to join 16 co-accused when proceedings resume on the 13th of May. Now, the group faces charges of corruption, fraud and money laundering, while Masemola also faces 4 counts linked to the Public Finance Management Act. Authorities allege he failed to exercise proper oversight. Now, he declined to comment on talks with the president about his future, maintained his innocence, and also urged officers to remain focused on tackling organized crime. Internationally speaking, Iran says it has yet to decide whether to attend last-ditch peace talks with the United States as tensions rise ahead of a looming ceasefire deadline in the Gulf conflict. Now, the uncertainty follows a U.S. move to board an Iranian oil tanker at sea, which Tehran has condemned as a violation of the truce. Now, U.S. President Donald Trump said he hoped for a deal, but warned the U.S. military was, quote, raring to go, end quote, if negotiations were not successful. Planned talks in Islamabad face uncertainty, with Iran insisting it would not be bullied. In other news, Taiwan President Lai Ching-te has cancelled a planned visit to Eswatini after authorities accuse China of pressuring African states to block his flight route. Now, officials say Seychelles, Mauritius and Madagascar revoked overflight permissions without warning, citing external influence. Eswatini remains one of few nations recognizing Taiwan, which China claims as its territory. Now, the visit was set to mark King Mswati the third's 40th anniversary on the throne. Beijing has not commented, but continues strengthening ties across Africa, intensifying diplomatic tensions surrounding Taiwan's international engagements. After your 7 o'clock news, let's close off here with the world's last purebred wild horses. That is Salski's horses that are quietly writing a hopeful new chapter in Spain's forests after being reintroduced near Madrid 3 years ago after being absent for 10,000 years. In the Iberian Highlands rewilding project, 10 foals have already been born as the ancient species slowly settles into its scrubby, sun-baked new home. Now, once roaming the wide plains of Asia, they are now helping restore balance in empty Spain, where land has been left vulnerable to wildfire. Conservationists lovingly calling them forest engineers, as their gentle grazing brings life, movement, and a surprising sense of renewal back to the wild. Perfect timing as we celebrate World Earth Day, but that is where we leave your 7 o'clock news. It's time now for the latest in sports.
Thank you so much, Carissa. And of course, it's time into all things sport right now. And starting off with football, where I believe they would have loved a fresh dose of hope from some of these fouls right now, because Chelsea slumped to a heavy 3-0 loss against Brighton and Hove Albion, deepening their Premier League struggles. Now, goals from Ferdy Kadioglu, Jack Hinchelwood and Danny Welbeck piled pressure on coach Liam Rossiter as Chelsea's top 5 hopes continue to slip away. Well, moving to cricket news next, and some exciting action taking place where Abhishek Sharma produced a stunning unbeaten 135-run innings off only 68 balls as Sunrisers Hyderabad crushed Delhi Capitals by 47 runs in the Indian Premier League. Now, supported by Heinrich Klaassen, Hyderabad posted a massive 242-run innings, only losing 2 wickets, leaving Delhi with too much to chase. Well, from cricket, we move to golfing news up next. And speaking about all the incredible action, Live Golf has now just rebranded Smash GC as OKGC, making Oklahoma its first team directly linked to a U.S. market. Now, led by Captain Taylor Gooch, the new franchise will debut at the Live Golf of Virginia as the league expands fan engagement and regional partnerships in the United States. Well, rounding off this edition of All Things Sport, we move to tennis news, and Venus Williams suffered a first-round defeat, and that was at the Madrid Open, losing in straight sets to rising Spaniard Caitlin Quevedo, and the 45-year-old's difficult season continues, marking her 7th straight loss, while Paula Badosa also exited early on home soil. Well, from sporting news, we dive into the latest when it comes to all things traffic, because I know a lot of you wanting to know how to get to work and out on the road safely. Well, here's Carissa with the latest.
Well, thanks so much, Raul. Let's check out what's happening on your roads out in KZN, specifically in Port Edward. Now, on the R61 route between Port Edward and Munster, a truck has overturned, and that's blocking the entire roadway. Now, the route is currently being obstructed, and motorists headed that way should expect significant delays and are advised to remain calm or choose an alternative route where possible. That is where we leave your roads for this hour. We'll check in again at 8. For now, though, let's prep you when it comes to your weather. We get started now in Polokwane, where your Wednesday brings you thunderstorms with rain forecasts. And that, of course, is also thunderstorms that will come your way. Temperatures begin at 15 and rise to a high of 22 degrees. As we look at the week ahead, expect cloudy and wet conditions to persist until Friday, with rain chanced at 70% tomorrow. Let's see what's happening out in Klerksdorp. You can prepare for a mostly sunny day with rain chance at 25%. While your temperatures, it looks like it's between 12 and 21 today, and cloudy and wet conditions do continue on with rain chance averaging around 43%. Out in Pretoria on this beautiful Wednesday, you can expect thunderstorms throughout your day with a 25% chance of rain. Looking at your temps, 13 is how we get started on today, and then it rises to 21 as your high. Now, rain is forecast for the rest of the week, with tomorrow chanced at 60% and 55% on Friday. Out in the city of gold, Johannesburg, partly cloudy skies with afternoon thunderstorms are on the cards for you today. Temperatures start from a chilly 9 and peak at 18 degrees. And as we look at the week ahead, wet conditions do persist with rain chanced at 50% tomorrow, with temperatures remaining in the low teens. And out in Mbombela, your day kicks off under cloudy conditions with showers chanced at 55% in the afternoon. Temperatures climbing from a cool 8 to a comfortable 22 degrees. Now, rainy conditions do continue on with a 25% chance tomorrow and 30% come Friday. And then in the beautiful Bloemfontein, partly cloudy skies are expected throughout today with gentle southerly winds. Temperatures rise from a brisk 8 degrees to a high of 21. Partly cloudy skies do dominate the week with rain chance averaging around 28% for the most part. Well, let's see what's going down in Richards Bay. Cloudy skies this morning will give way to sunshine later, chanced at 70% when it comes to your rain. Temperatures range from a cool 17 and warm up to 23. Looking ahead, wet conditions decrease as we head towards the weekend with temperatures in the mid to high 20s. Let me move on into Durban, where you'll begin your day under partly cloudy skies. Having a look at your temperatures, it ranges between 16 and 21. Now, you can expect cloudy and humid conditions for the remainder of the week with temperatures in the mid to high 20s. And then we head into Mthatha, where you're in for a partly cloudy day with moderate wind from the southwest. Let's have a look at your temperatures. It rises from an unwelcoming 8 degrees and then rises to a pleasant 20. Now, over the coming days, expect partly cloudy skies with temperatures in the high teens and making its way into the mid-20s. And then out in Cradock, grey skies start your morning will gradually brighten with steady southerly winds as the day does go on. Temperatures move from a biting 4 degrees up until a moderate 18. And as we look into the week, expect partly cloudy skies with temperatures in the lower to mid-20s. From Cradock, we move to Kugompo City, formerly known as East London, where you can expect scattered cloud cover. There will be some strong southwesterly winds at 35 kilometers per hour. Your temperatures range between 12 and 21 today. And as we look ahead, expect intervals of clouds and sunshine with Sunday's rain forecast at 70%. Ebeja, you're up next. Out in GQ, sunny skies will brighten up your day with strong southwesterly winds at 31 kilometers per hour. Your temperatures sit between 11 and 19, and in the days ahead, variable cloudiness will prevail, with temperatures peaking at 32 degrees as your high on Saturday. And then in the gorgeous George, on the cards is partly cloudy skies with afternoon showers. Your temperatures are looking like a brisk 8-degree start, rising to a pleasant 17. And looking ahead, you're in for mostly sunny days with temperatures ranging between 12 and 28 degrees. From George, we move over to Cape Town now with mostly cloudy and humid conditions that you can expect today. There are some strong winds, that's southeasterly winds in fact, with 31 kilometers per hour. Temperatures range from a chilly 10 set to a high of 19. And in the coming days, anticipate mostly sunny skies with no rain expected through till Saturday. And then Sutherland, it's your turn next, where you can expect a sunny day ahead with moderate southeasterly winds. Temperatures range from a freezing 1 degree, and then your high is sitting at 14. Now, looking ahead to the week, cloudy and wet conditions to return from Friday with temperatures in the high teens to lower 20s. And then out in Kimberley, you're in for mostly sunny conditions with afternoon showers. Temperatures range from a chilly 8 to a warmer 22 degrees. Now, you can expect temperatures in the low 20s in the upcoming days, and there will be rain forecast tomorrow sitting at 25%. And finally, in Uppington, you're in for a bright and sunny day. Temperatures start at a reserved 8 and climb to a warmer 25. And the days ahead bring your cloudy and wet conditions with temperatures remaining in the mid to high 20s. You'll peak on Sunday at a 29-degree high as the rain, of course, stops for the end of the weekend. But for now, that's where we leave your temperatures, and we've got to check in with the sunrise view of this hour. Previously, we saw what George was looking like, and now Cape Town, it's your turn to stand up. Out in Muizenberg, which is just a stone throw away, Rachel Govender said, "You have to see what I'm witnessing right now." And Rachel, we appreciate that. That is unreal. Are you joking? That is absolutely stunning, Rachel. Thank you for showing us the beauty of Muizenberg with the beach before you and, of course, that train line before the city wakes up. 16 degrees is what you can expect on your side of town, and we do hope that you at least get a nice walk in for the day. If you think you could do better, we've had some pretty stellar views. 0630369649 at 8 o'clock is how you get in touch, and we can't wait to see what exactly we're getting into in this hour, and also at 8 o'clock. Ryle, he's got us covered for now.
Yeah, we got you covered, and I couldn't be more prouder to usher in the fact that we're celebrating World Earth Day. Now, I had a beautiful moment to get out to nature and talk to Mother Nature herself and say, "Hey, Mama, what's up?" And you know what she told me? She said, "I need a break." And these words weighed heavy on me, realizing that we're using Mother Nature so much. We are taking so much from her, but what are we giving back? And I think when we look at projects like Little Boom, this is what we need to usher in. They are stopping plastic before it hits the oceans, and we're going to be talking about just that. On top of this, the Two Oceans Aquarium also doing their part to protect Mother Nature. So let's keep this conversation going, and let's keep ushering in the fact that we can be soldiers for giving Mother Nature a break and allowing her to heal and thrive. We'll see you after this.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And we came to you with so many good things in front of us. We can't wait to delve right in. Of course, as we are celebrating World Earth Day, we're focusing on practical solutions, making a real difference in protecting our environment. And right here in South Africa, one project is stopping plastic before it even reaches the ocean.
Yeah, we're talking about the Litter Boom project, which has taken an upstream approach, working in our rivers and communities. And today we're joined by Ambassador and Start to unpack how it all works. And thank you. Firstly, I know we haven't even spoken yet, but thank you for being here. Thank you for the work you're doing. And firstly, how are you?
Yeah, good, thank you. Great to be here. Thanks for having us today.
Of course.
It's great to showcase what the Litter Boom Project is actually doing out there in the environment and the difference that we're trying to make to save the plastics from getting to the oceans.
The difference you are making. And I think it's such an interesting approach because usually we're trying to go to the ocean and take out the plastic. You're trying to get there before it even reaches the
One
water.
step ahead. I like this.
Exactly, yeah. So in South Africa, we have a lot of rivers,
Yeah.
and we have a lot of waste going into those rivers from informal settlements, township, just general littering. And it just makes so much sense to go to where it comes from and block it in the rivers and get it out before it gets to the oceans, because once it gets to the ocean, it becomes a lot more tricky to get it out.
Right.
How bad is the actual problem? I mean, I know that we see lots of sort of documentaries going out there. We're seeing these issues, we're hearing about it, but how bad is it really? Because I'm going to be honest with you, I've been playing on the beach and I've seen these things.
Yeah.
And this thing scared me,
Yeah.
What's
man.
this?
So
This was scary.
Those are noodles. So that's what plastic products are made from. So that's the virgin plastic that they use in industry to make plastic products with. And unfortunately, sometimes containers fall off ships and those wash up on the beach. And then those break down into microplastics, which end up in our fish and our environment, which is not a good thing. So the bottom line is if we stop using plastic, they'll stop producing noodles, it'll stop ending up on the beaches. But it's a whole cycle of things that lead to plastic being on the beaches.
That we create as humans, right?
Exactly. It's the demand that we have. So people should be aware of what they're buying. If they're buying plastic, because they have to, firstly try not buy plastic. But if you do buy plastic, try and recycle it. There's very good recycling systems in place.
Yes.
Especially in Cape Town, we've got a lot of great recycling facilities, but all around South Africa. And the good news is they actually do recycle it and it does get reused. It's not going to a landfill site if it's going to recycling, so that's good to know.
I'm just imagining Wally in that movie at the end on top of all the things that we've left behind. I'm also glad that grocery stores have done their part. You know, we're now using the reusable bags.
exactly.
A lot of the plastic is now getting rid of. In fact, you're almost shamed. You want plastic bag? Yes or no?
Yeah, with
no,
judgment.
With
Yeah,
judgment,
I
you
like
get what I'm saying? But I think there is really something so powerful about when humans come together, from river wardens to reclaimers. What really have you seen happen in your communities when you do that?
Yeah, so firstly, when we go to the rivers to do our cleanups, we like to employ people from those areas.
Yeah.
So immediately it creates an awareness in that community about protecting the environment. So that's kind of the first step. And then in a lot of other areas, we have reclaimers who actually gather the waste before it goes into the rivers as well. And then the recyclers will pay a reasonable amount of money for that so that it stops it going to the river. So the reclaimers are great as well.
And this is not just like a volunteer operation. These are actually like jobs being created in the process.
Yeah, so we employ our organisation alone, we employ about 100 people in Durban who work all year round, and in Cape Town we have about 40 people working all year round, and they work daily. And that just shows how immense the scale of the waste is.
Right.
And whatever we do, it's still coming down. But what is great is wherever we work, we see downstream, it's like, it's almost solved. So it's encouraging to see that the work we do does make a difference. So if we work in a river somewhere and we keep moving further up that river, the lower down sections where we have been working previously are a lot cleaner.
That's
so
crazy,
that's quite
man.
nice to see.
And it makes absolute sense because you're almost like fighting the problem by going closer to the source of where these sort of, would you call them inlets or outlets into the ocean, I suppose?
For sure.
And this is a big problem when you look at South Africa and the demographics or the geographic setup of how many rivers are flowing into the ocean and how much waste is going in the ocean and how often beaches are closed because of that. So that's crazy to just think about it. Now, a day like Earth Day, obviously, we have so many people watching, so many people hopefully celebrating this moment, but some people might be overwhelmed looking at this problem right now. So what would you hope that everyone can do to prevent this from happening? What other actions can we further sort of implement to stop this crazy issue and maybe be ambassadors for our beautiful Earth?
So I'd say the first step to do is to just be aware of what's happening. So when you go to a shop and you buy something that has got plastic on it, check if it has a recycling label. And if it does, then when you get home and you've used the product, put it into your recycling and the city comes and collects that and will go to recycling facilities. That's the first step. The ideal is to not buy plastic at all. That would be the optimum. But awareness is the first step. The other things people can do is we have community cleanups, which we arrange throughout the year. So if you follow us on our platforms, you can see where they are and what times and what days they are. And then we also have an interesting campaign called Plastic Neutral, where every person has like a footprint of plastic. So it's like 4 kgs a month that the average human uses. And you can buy 4 kgs of plastic for a very small amount. You don't buy the plastic, you pay for that amount, and then we will remove that exact amount out of the environment. So you can kind of neutralize your effect on the planet. So you can either buy like a month's worth of plastic, which we remove from the planet.
Undo your damage potentially that you cause.
Kind of, yeah. So it works like that, and it's just kind of can be at the back of your mind saying, okay, well, I've used this plastic, it's gone to recycling, but I've also taken this many kgs of plastic out of the environment before it's reached the ocean.
Such great accountability.
Exactly. There's no excuse now, right? Because people are recycled. No, now you actually have a reason to do better to the earth. And speaking of, what do we have in front of us?
Yeah, so just to give you an idea, so the plastic that comes out of the environment, we have an innovation hub, we call it, where we figure out ways of recycling it, and we actually clean that plastic, we put it into the different types of plastic streams, and then we shred it down into fine granules of plastic, well, not too fine, and then we injection mold it into products which are hopefully not single-use plastic, so something that will last, it won't end up back in the environment, so things like hair combs, surfboard combs,
let's explain. So these are the hair combs. These are
the plant support stakes for a pot plant, the surf wax combs for the surfers, a lot of surfers use those, drinks coasters, spinning tops, and then we make things like this nice little springback, Christmas decorations, wine glass markers, key rings, whatever. So we're giving the plastic a second chance, but we're creating things that won't end up back in the rivers.
Yeah, you'll be using this for a while.
And it's stuff that's come directly out of our rivers and beaches in South Africa.
Yeah, man. One thing that you said that really stands out for me is the fact that if we don't recycle, we're literally just throwing it away and it ends up in a rubbish dump, a big pile, a landfill, and that's our land that we are polluting.
And it doesn't decompose, right?
Yeah, so Mzansi has an opportunity to step up here just by doing something as simple as recycling, something as simple as maybe getting involved in this project, finding out more about them, because the Little Bloom Project continues its work across rivers in South Africa. And I think this is what they're doing while they combine cleaning up with education and innovation, all this to tackle plastic pollution at its source. And I think this Earth Day, this is a reminder that protecting our ocean starts long before the shoreline. And for me right now, couldn't be more exciting to know that people like you are doing their part to change the negativity that's associated with the way we live. And there's a new way to do it.
I love this. So you say Durban, Cape Town, we're spreading this across the whole country. Let's do it. It's all about responsibility, and that's what brings us here. From the quiet work of rehabilitating sea turtles to caring for endangered penguins and protecting species like sharks, there is a deeper story unfolding beneath the surface at the Two Oceans Aquarium out in Cape Town.
Yeah, now this Earth Day, we are highlighting the people doing that work every day. And that's to understand not just what they do, but why it matters now more than ever.
Looking at Earth Day and all the work that we do, like what gives me the hope that people still have power to protect the ocean is all the conservation efforts that I've seen people doing. My job is basically to take care of sick and injured sea turtles when they are brought into this center. There are so many things that we see in sea turtles when they arrive to our center. So some of them have missing flippers, their shells are badly damaged either from propellers from boats, some of them have sustained shark attacks, and also we've had situations where we've had sea turtles that we were sure that, okay, by the time we rescued it, it was dead. But we bring it into our center, we do everything we can, we give it some fluids, and then the turtle comes back to life. So these situations, they keep us in a position where we learn more about our turtles. That will enable us to protect them even more out in the open ocean.
Yeah, at the Two Oceans Aquarium, we have 6 different species of sharks on exhibit. I think the one that everybody relates to and looks for the most is our ragged-tooth sharks. They're currently the biggest shark species we have on exhibit. We've got 5 of these animals, and they call the Save Our Seas Foundation Shark Exhibit their home. They are also part of a release program. So our sharks don't live at the aquarium forever. They come in and they live with us here at the aquarium for between 5 to 6 years, and then they get released. And this gives them an opportunity to go go back out into the wild to reproduce. And they are also tagged, so we're able to see where their movement is, and this gives us a lot of really important information.
We have the two species of penguins here at the aquarium, the African black-footed penguins and the northern rockhoppers. The African black-footed penguins are endemic to South Africa, and so they're very special to us, and they're only found along our coastline, slightly up into Namibia, but nowhere else in the world. Whereas the rockhoppers, they're actually from the islands surrounding Antarctica, so they're very far away from home, and the reason why we actually have them here is because they've been rescued. And unfortunately, we can't take them back because one is too far, but they might have been exposed to bacteria and pathogens that we can treat here, but it might be deadly to their natural population. And then one of the most important things, especially with our African black-footed penguins, so they were originally called the jackass penguins, and they have now been renamed. So the reason for their name of the jackass penguins was they sound like donkeys, and they have now been reclassified as the African black-footed penguins. And they are critically endangered, unfortunately. Their population numbers have decreased by over 97%. So the penguins are critically endangered mainly because of all of the overfishing that us as people are doing. So we need to make the daily choice to eat more sustainably. So if we can decrease the demand, they will be forced to decrease the supply, ultimately leaving enough fish in the ocean for not just our penguins, but other marine life as well.
There are many different ways that the public can get involved in turtle care and rehabilitation. You might find a stranded sea turtle. There's a high chance that that might happen, especially if you're along the east coast of South Africa. And the important thing for members of the public to know is, if you see a turtle that is outside of the water and it is not laying eggs, do not put it back into the water. When that happens, we urge members of the public to get in touch with our rescue hotline, 083 300 1663, and you'll get in touch with our rescue coordinator who will give you the full details on what exactly to do.
Sharks globally is essential for the well-being of our oceans. Our sharks are apex predators, and they're keeping fish numbers in check. And by keeping those fish numbers in check, it also is balancing other smaller species like crustaceans. So when you take these larger predators out of the ecosystem, our entire ecosystem goes out of balance. And not only is it going to affect the ecosystem, but it's also going to, in long term, affect us because we also find food sources from our oceans. One thing that people can do to help protect our sharks and the marine ecosystem is definitely thinking about where the seafood that they consume comes from. So following sustainable fishing practices, eating from restaurants that offer sustainably sourced seafood. So we've got a really cool initiative here in Southern Africa known as SASSI. It stands for the Southern African Sustainable Seafood Initiative. And what they've done is they've grouped all our different fish species that we consume into 3 categories: green, orange and red, very similar to our traffic lights. So everything on the red list and the orange list we want to try and stay away from. Everything that's on our green list means you should go and you can, those are the fish we want you to actually eat.
We have a couple of campaigns running, especially in regards to our African black-footed penguins that are highly endangered. One of them is called NOW. It stands for Not on Our Watch. And basically that is a website that people can go to find out more about our impacts on our oceans and our penguins and what they can actually do to help us, because everybody can make a difference. If we all rally together, it doesn't matter if it's just one person doing something, we'll all make a difference. So definitely come and visit the aquarium. We would love to educate you and show you more about our oceans and how we can actually help.
Oh, I love the Two Oceans Aquarium, and they keep giving us more reasons to head on over there and support. That right there is a wonderful reminder that protecting our oceans doesn't start somewhere far away. It starts with awareness and also care, and with the choices that we make every single day. Now, through the work happening at the Two Oceans Aquarium, it is very clear that even small, consistent action can help shape a more hopeful future for our oceans. It is World Earth Day, and we are celebrating every single bit of Mother Nature, what it brings to us, and maybe what we can bring to it. I think that Mother Nature would appreciate a little bit of a dance break, you know what I'm saying? Especially when our nature boy Ryle is taking on breakdancing. It's going to be a really interesting journey. I can't wait to see it all unfold. And then we head back into the kitchen for the second edition of the Culinary Hotline Bling. We're getting better. I swear by 8 o'clock we're going to be on top of our game. We'll see you straight after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Yeah, it's definitely a feel-good breakfast show, and I think if you look at the gear I'm wearing right now, we're about to enter our feel-good moment, and especially for our bodies, because this morning, B-girl Keisha Keys is here to take us through a high-energy, breakdance-inspired workout. Now, don't feel overwhelmed or intimidated. This one's going to bring the good kind of explosive energy and precision while blending style, strength, and rhythm. And apparently, this one is perfect for beginners and seasoned dancers alike, so you can all join in on this one right now, and it's an upper body session that's going to get your heart rate up while building coordination, building confidence, and a full body strength workout. Now, these are moments that I want to encourage you, Mzansi, to get involved in, because it's an opportunity for us to not only invigorate the body and get the blood pumping, but it's also an opportunity to give us the strength to go outside and appreciate this thing we're celebrating today, being Earth Day. Obviously, it's an incredible moment to do that. And speaking of, the big girl has arrived. How are we doing this morning?
Good, and yourself?
I'm good. Listen, it's cold, and I know Mzansi is excited to move. So before we do anything, I'm going to first ask you how you're doing, and then ask you if you can warm us up before we get into this intensity.
I'm good. I'm ready to get started.
Lekker.
Are you ready?
I am ready. So what do you got in store for us today? What do we do?
Yes, so I'm just going to show you like a few of my exercises I do at home to
Okay.
strengthen my shoulders and my triceps before I hop into my training sessions, my power moves, and so on.
All right, before we do anything, can we maybe just get our sip on
sure.
first and have a drink, because I think there's nothing better than doing this before we get some good movement on. So
Definitely.
This one's earned, and I officially am ready to get my move on. Keisha, how are we doing this?
So we're just going to stretch our arms.
All right, so
Okay,
doing
so
some
we're
blood
starting
pumping.
with our right arm. Stretch.
And I'm sure everyone's also going to wonder, how do we get a body like that? Those are the questions Mzansi is definitely asking, so please, give us the wisdom.
Lots of exercise and consistency, and also healthy eating. But it also depends on how you feel towards your, like, maintaining your body. So yeah.
Do you listen to your body?
Kind
just
of,
keep pushing it
but
like...
I mean, I'm young, so, you know.
You can
I
afford to
just-
get away.
Yeah.
Oh, everyone's like, I envy your youth right now. Hey, what are you stretching over there? Triceps next?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay, so getting the back of the arm, getting the tricep. You can see how tight I am. Tisha. I actually did an upper body workout yesterday, so I'm feeling very tender, and I'm sure this workout's gonna wake my muscles back up. But
Okay,
they're
so we're
definitely not
switching?
stiff.
Yeah.
This is fantastic.
So this helps a lot. Okay, then we're gonna reach for the stars.
All right, reach up nice and tall. Mzansi, again, I hope you are in pajamas or not, but more importantly, just joining us
Okay,
and getting our
then
movement
we're gonna
on.
drop down. Relax. Stretch your hamstrings.
Oh, mine
So
are
we're gonna
quick.
do this.
Ooh, I like this one. Do you have a name for this one? I call this Scoopy Scoops.
Yeah.
Like you're scooping up something in the air or something at the bottom. And I love how this works, the rear
gonna drop
posterior
down.
part of the legs. Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, and we're getting the legs going as well. This is making me nervous now. I thought you were just doing upper body. What's going on? I've been scammed.
Full stretch, full stretch.
No, I think it's so good that you are getting a full stretch in. It's often that we only like focus on small parts of the body. So
Yeah.
waking the entire thing up, I think is perfect for the occasion.
And it's quite early, so we actually need to do this.
Yeah, early, cold, the muscles need to get warmed up. I'm feeling a little bit warm already. I don't know about you. Okay, where? Hang on, you can't just go into these moves. What is that? What was that? That was quite a cool setup. So you started with your hands showing your flexibility, and then you're
just
crawling
gonna
forward.
lean forward.
Okay, remember there's
And
normal,
stretching the back.
there's normal mere mortals out there, okay? You can't just be showing your superpowers off and not explaining them. Ooh, this is a good stretch.
Then we're gonna go into the dog pose.
Dog pose, nice. I think officially, if Mzansi and you join us right now, you're definitely feeling warm. So one more sip, I think,
Okay.
has earned this one. I'm feeling a little bit parched, and then
One
we
more
can
sip.
get into our actual workout. So what's this
Yeah.
workout kind of based on? Is it more about like breakdancing, and is that the source of it?
I think anyone can do this, you know? It's more for like at home instead of going to the gym and doing it and using weights and everything.
Nice. So there's no
I feel like
excuse.
using your body weight is more, it's better. Like,
Yeah.
especially if you like doing dancing or anything like that. For me, it's better, like, than using weights because I'm getting used to my body weight instead of getting used to weights.
Nice.
Does
And
it
getting
make sense?
control of your own body.
Exactly, control and balance.
Couldn't have said it better. Okay. So I think I'm
Okay.
ready to work out.
Yeah.
How are we doing this?
So we're gonna start with our shoulders.
Okay, shoulders first.
So stance a bit wider than your shoulders.
Okay.
Gonna lean forward,
Yeah.
and we're gonna do 5, down, slow. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh,
and the last one we're gonna hold at the bottom. Okay.
hold at the bottom.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay.
1, 2, 3,
I'm shaking.
4, and 5. And come up. Okay.
You've got proper upper body strength there, doing like the full-on push-up, doing the full-on like example of it, not even going off the knees. So it's just showing you a proper strength there. Can we do one little exercise before you show off your skills here?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, what do you
Okay. So this is, I'm not sure if you'll be able to do it, but you have big muscles, so
Okay, we
probably.
can try, yeah?
So push up, come up. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Whoa,
And then we're gonna
okay. So that's like a little bit of core involved as well, right? So you
Definitely.
said we go for push-up, and then
Yeah.
elbows,
Elbows,
back up,
back up,
push-up.
and then down again.
Ooh, this is a good one, Mzansi. Get involved in this one for sure. I'm feeling my shoulders, I'm feeling my chest, I'm feeling my core, I'm feeling every part of the body coming alive right now. And clearly you can see from our beagle over here that she's got power, she's got control, and I'm thinking that she's kind of like clocked this game of exercise. I'm wondering what else she can actually do with this body. I mean, it's not often we have a beagle here in our studio, so Keisha, do you think we could possibly see your moves?
Definitely.
Yeah, all right. I'm going to move the mats out of the way right now. I'm going to officially say the stage is yours, and please take us away. Let me grab that for you. It's Shake and Bake, and this is our superstar doing the thing. Should I be standing out the way here?
Definitely.
Okay.
Don't
I'm
want you
safe.
to get hurt.
Let's see this action go down right now. What are you going to do exactly?
Power moves.
Power moves. All right. So you're just warming up now, getting ready. Should I be doing anything here? Just stand out the way.
Maybe hype me up.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, officially out here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, we have the one and only big girl, Cassia Keys, in the building. She's about to shake and bake and show us what true mastery is all about. Let's break it down, girl. Yeah. Okay. Straight up with the steez. No questions asked. There's funk, there's attitude, and a whole lot of power. Woo-hoo-hoo! Yeah! not even gonna ask what this is. I'm just trying to stay focused here. Pay attention. She's moving so fast. Oh man. Get out of here. Okay. Hey! It's just the skis for me. Come on now. I need to start working out my neck clearly after that one. Oh my word. Yeah. Get out of here. There's no way I will ever be able to do that. Kesha, you are insane. Power, poise, mobility, flexibility. I can't think of a package that is finer than this one right here. Absolutely showing off. I want to say to you, Ola Fede Husit Nizwile. Well, every power in is your shot to win FIFA World Cup 26 tickets. You want to sip it, you want to scan it, you want to score it, and we want to power your fate with a power. Don't forget your T's and C's do apply, and I hope officially y'all been inspired. Booyah, that was killer. All done.
And I hope you've been inspired, Raul, because up next I want to see you also stand on your head and pull some of those power moves. That was incredible to our B-girl. A huge congratulations. And I'm telling you now, Mzansi, if I had all the money in the world, I'd buy all the lessons to be able to do that. Right now, of course, I want to tell you a bit more about our jaw-dropping 86 million rand. That, of course, is the estimated jackpot that goes down today. We want you to win big. So go ahead and, of course, go to nationallottery.co.za. You can head in store. There's the mobile app and there's cell phone banking in order to get yourself your money. So all these details are, of course, on our Expresso social media pages, and make sure that you get yourself in the running to win big. A reminder, 86 million rand is at stake here, so we definitely want you to get involved. I'll start practicing my moves along with Ryle, then we head back into the kitchen with Chef Clem straight after this.
Welcome back to the kitchen, and yes, it is the next installment of the Culinary Hotline Bling. Hi. No one is getting anything with that sad ting ting ting. One more time. It's a Culinary Hotline Bling. The hungry ones will always support you. Thank you for that. Now, we're back in the kitchen. We started our beautiful mos bolletjies. It's in the oven already. If you have any questions about baking, about our beautiful mos bolletjies, or just any culinary conundrums at all, please send us a voice note to our WhatsApp line on 063 036 9649. Now, when we last left you, we had the beautiful shaped dough balls, but now we're going to make the platted version, the plexelkie.
The plexelkie.
Plexelkie. Okay, there we go. We have a beautiful dough. Honestly, the smell, I never get tired of that smell. Okay, so beautiful. We're going to...
Okay, clean hands, obviously.
Yes.
We are working with clean hands. So now we just take this out. Can I just have a little bit of flour here on the surface?
I know it's not Friday. We technically only bake on a Friday for like big bakes, but you know, it's a special occasion. So that's why we're doing this today.
Okay, so we have this piece of dough, so equal obviously sizes to make the plate. So basically, you know, just doing this.
So we're kind of making another little sausage.
Another sausage,
Like
yeah.
you're
3
turning the dough into
sausages,
sauce?
yes. 3 sausages.
Yeah, you can tell when hands are used to doing something. Like the way you're doing it, this is like, oh, you do this with your eyes closed. There we go. Ish, what are we looking for with the final result? Does it need to be perfectly equal?
Equal size, because the bread must, you know, obviously have a certain appearance. So we want equal size of.
Look, is it okay if we do equal-ish? Because I'm not sure. Okay, almost there.
So one more try here.
And you're also trying to relax the dough, so you're not working too hard. The opposite of what I'm doing. You're working gently, so you're kind of relaxing the proteins in the dough, the gluten, sorry.
Yes. So
whereas me, working fast, and it's showing the difference. Look how quickly mine's bouncing, coming back to its original shape.
Yes.
But with you working gently, carefully, mindfully, and letting the dough actually fall by itself.
Yeah. Starting from, you know, from the inside outwards. So just continue rolling. I think that's about it. Can we?
In the middle?
In the middle. I think this one needs more. More rolling.
You should have pretended for TV. No.
So now we're going. So now we're going to shape it.
Yes.
Okay. So, yeah, that is what you do. To tighten all the 3.
To hold it together.
To hold it together and tighten and then some.
Whoa. Okay. Leave it like that. Here we go. So, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go. All right.
Okay, so now we start with that and that and that and that and that.
Okay.
And just
It's
do
not
the
about
same.
speed. It's about precision. Can I try quickly?
Yes, you
Okay,
can.
let's go. Okay.
Let's loosen this for you. We are playing
There we
with our
go.
dough now.
Aldo morning, if I get this right, then I can do your hair before the show in the morning. Okay, here we go. Yes? Did I do that?
And then the other one.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you're doing fine.
Aldo morning, get ready. Bring me a comb, bring me a brush. That is so cute. Okay, did I do it? That's it?
That's it. Okay, now we're
That's
going to leave
beautiful.
this to prove. And
when we
place
say
it
prove again is that the next rising.
The next rising of the dough. So we just basically put it down.
And it's going to puff up?
It's going to puff up to almost double the volume. Sometimes you don't need double volume, eh? You just need it to let it rest, you know, and just that's basically just need a good rest instead of just going double.
And there's a glaze that goes with that, right?
There's a glaze, so we do have some milk here mixed with an egg mixed with a little bit of milk
to give that beautiful gloss. While you're doing that, I'm going to have a look at our bread that we have in the oven from earlier. And I can see it's just started to take color. Okay, this.
So that aroma, that aroma is heavenly.
So, okay, We don't have any color just yet. It's only been in for about 10 minutes, so we're almost there. While it's busy baking, can we talk about something else, okay?
Okay.
Because we're talking about Earth Day, and you brought these jams and preserves through today. And I think it's amazing, because talking about Earth Day is about how to use what you have and then use it in the best way possible that it ends up with minimal waste.
Yes.
So these are the jams actually that you brought for the breads. However, I tasted them. Oh my goodness. Okay, just hold it, I'll get more spoons. Talk to the people, say something.
Okay, so
tell them about this one.
Okay, this one first. Okay.
Yes.
So what we're looking at is Shiraz grape jam. Okay, so this is very special to me.
Oh, someone brought me a cracker. What's this? What's this?
What is that? Okay.
Oh, someone brought me little toasts.
So this is made from grapes, you know. Also, I got this from a farmer living close by. And this is how we use the extra grapes, Shiraz grapes.
I tasted this earlier. My mind...
And what's your verdict?
It was my mind blown. And I thought about cheese, the same this with cheeses. Of course, we did it with breads. But it's not just... When you say Shiraz, you don't taste wine.
No,
you taste the complexity of the grape and the flavor, the nuances.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is a jam, a preserve? It's so good. And I made the biggest slice ever. Okay, hold on.
It looks like blueberries, but it's not. It is, you know, just grapes.
It is so decadent. It's not just grapes in there. What other flavor? There's a bit of vanilla.
Lemon juice as well, very importantly, lemon juice, bit of vanilla, and then sugar. And a bit of love, something, you know, about, of
The
yourself
main
as
ingredient,
well.
love. And then we got this one over here. What's that one?
This is quince, okay? So kweepers in kweeper in Afrikaans, but this is quince. Once again, this is done, or I've added some star anise in that.
I don't know, like, where are all my friends? Carissa, if Carissa's nearby, I don't think, have you ever tasted a kweeper?
No. I've never heard of that before.
I wish the country saw your face. What was that?
My brain was trying to compute what you were saying.
You've never ever tasted
No.
Okay, so kweeper or quince.
We've got the jam,
Today it's been turned into a
Is
jam.
this it?
That's it.
Yeah.
So here's your spoon. It is decadent and delicious.
Does I eat it on this or on its own?
I would say try it on the little toast.
On the toast.
What? Sorry, I'll eat that.
Okay.
As someone who's never had it before, I'd love to get
Ooh, it smells like jam.
your verdict. I know I always bring you in the kitchen, sorry, but
I love it.
Yeah, so this is from my own pantry.
Wow, that made it taste even better.
blue cheese,
Blue cheese.
cheddar cheese. Give me the cheese.
Oh my
that on
gosh.
cheese.
Even camembert as well.
Ooh, I can see that. It tastes like, not strawberries, but what does it taste like?
There is a floral kind of...
I love it.
We're going to keep on snacking.
Thank you.
You're going to go to ad break. When you come back later, we've got a savory dish on the menu, and then we're going to taste more bread and jams.
Of course.
It's the Culinary Hotline Bling.
Ting, 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 ting.
It's my feel good breakfast show.
Oh, yes, Mzansi, feel the hype, feel the cheers, feel the anticipation because the main event is about to go down. We're talking about the FIFA World Cup and Miami is coming alive at the Hard Rock Stadium. This is where world-class football meets the city's rhythm, the color, and of course, the culture. Now, from the iconic sands of South Beach to the rich Cuban influence of Little Havana and the bold creativity of Wynwood Walls, visitors will experience a city where football comes alive. It feels right at home. And joining us today is our Good Hope FM sport presenter, Adrian Endley, in the building to discuss all the action coming through, man. Whoop, 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 all around. How you doing, bro?
Oh, I'm so good, man. And speaking about a place like Miami, just gets me like a bit hyped, you know what I mean?
Are you amped for the World Cup, though? Dude? It's like literally on our doorstep. It's coming. It's coming soon, around the corner.
Yeah.
So there's a couple games I wanted to chat to you about. Obviously, first one's the June the 15th. We've got Saudi Arabia versus Uruguay. Now, obviously, we are wanting to know, can the Saudis disrupt Uruguay's experience? They are like tactical masters when it comes to World Cups. They've done quite a few already.
Yeah.
How do you think this is going to be for them? Obviously, going up against Saudi Arabia, you'd expect them to walk over them. But if I look at the last World Cup in Qatar and how the Saudis performed, they can show up when it matters.
I mean, look, they ended up beating the eventual champions in Argentina in that first match. So they're definitely a team that can frustrate. I mean, but like you said, Uruguay, they just have that sort of World Cup pedigree. They've been around since the very beginning of this competition, the first winners of the competition as well. So definitely expect them to walk away with the win, but Saudi's not going to make it easy for them. It's going to be a frustrating, I'd say maybe like 70 minutes of the game. They're going to be an absolute hard slog. But Uruguay, come now, you can't count against them.
Yeah, look, they don't have some of the stalwarts of old, but they still have an incredible team nonetheless. And I think if I take myself back to this moment, because I was actually at this very game.
Oh, wow.
Dude, it was wild. When you see the Saudi fans get behind their players, that's when you realize what true power is. So I think this is going to actually come down to the support on the day.
Definitely.
But let's keep rolling it on because next up we've got Scotland up against the most. They have a physical, intense and hectic battle. They're going to go up against Brazil. My question is, do you think they'll be able to do anything to potentially frustrate Brazil, just enough to reduce their flair, reduce their attacking finesse, and maybe get a positive result? I think a draw would be a win here, if anything.
A draw would be a massive win for a team like Scotland. Look, Brazil, they're a little bit hit and miss in World Cups recently.
Yeah, they are, right? Especially sometimes when you see them on paper. You're like, this is a winning team.
I mean, if you look at their team has so much potential. They should be going out there and winning every single match, but that hasn't been the case, especially in the World Cup. So I could see a team like Scotland who are very defensive-minded. They have someone like Scott McTominay in their midfield, keeping that rock over there, you know. I could see a frustrating match, but come now.
Come now, yeah.
It's Brazil.
It's Brazil, bro.
It's their flair. Like, I feel like they will easily overpower a team like Scotland, and especially now having a coach like Carlo Ancelotti sort of guiding things to the back. Come now, like you would only see a win for Brazil.
I think of Brazil when they went up against France in the final, where Ronaldo was still in the team and Roberto Carlos back in the day, and they didn't produce the goods. So they could maybe just have a rare off day. You never know.
You never know.
Well, listen, there's so much more to still discuss in what could be one of the most technical clashes of the round, with Colombia's rhythm and passion overcoming, hopefully, Portugal's balance of structure and star power. And I'm sure Ronaldo's going to be showing up for this one. Is it confirmed? Is he going to be in the team?
I mean, he wants to be.
Right?
I mean, he has confirmed it. Whether the coach actually selects him, that's going to be probably one of the biggest sort of focal points.
Do you think they would, though?
You know, it's interesting. I feel like his age and given like the players that Portugal have at the moment, I mean, they are spoiled with choice, especially in the attacking department. I think you want someone like CR7 there in the sort of back rooms, bringing that experience. But on the day, whether he plays, I don't know, especially against a team like Colombia. Just so you know, I mean, in Miami, Colombia, they basically have
That's a home game, right?
It's a little bit of a home game for them. Obviously, they have a big Cuban presence there, but Colombian, they're one of the second biggest sort of spaces in America for Colombians is Miami. So genuinely, I think they might sort of create their own home ground vibe over there in that. You'll see a sea of yellow, I'm sure, in that stadium at the Hard Rock.
It's going to be a tough one, man. And I think just having Ronaldo on the team will be such an advantage to them.
Yeah.
Having a stalwart, having that experience, and having someone that can step up and knows how to step up in some of these big moments. So, listen, how can visitors obviously balance the match day energy at Hard Rock Stadium, obviously, without exploring South Beach? You've got Little Havana, we have Windward Walls to experience Miami. Beyond the World Cup, what would you suggest is the extra highlights and the extra sort of value adds that's going to be a part of this experience?
Yeah, I think the places you mentioned is great. I mean, if I'm looking at it, think of it like this. If you're going to go watch a match, this should be what your day looks like.
Okay.
Because
Set the scene, bro.
Hard Rock's there down, I mean, up in the north, okay? You start at South Beach, nice and early.
Okay.
Okay, you get yourself a little something to drink there.
A little something on the beach to
a little
start the
something on
day,
you
yeah?
know, the beach is amazing. South Beach is absolutely beautiful. And obviously, you're gonna grab your pictures over there, obviously. From there, you head over to Little Havana. Get yourself a Cubano sandwich.
Ooh, come on,
You have to. Get yourself fueled up and ready. And then for some more sort of great pictures, head over to Windward Walls. Absolutely amazing. I've just been looking online at some of the murals that are there. A real cultural center of Cuba. Well, Cuba basically, mini Cuba over there. And then from there, head down to Hard Rock. I mean, get there 90 minutes early. If you are a neutral and you're gonna go watch the Colombia game, wear yellow because you're gonna get involved in some of the.
You want to fit in.
You're gonna get involved in some of the wildest pre-game parties you have ever seen in your life. Like, I know we as Cape Townians bring a vibe, but these Colombians, man, it's gonna be epic.
Siesta, fiesta, festival vibes, you name it. Here's a reminder of what's going down. June the 15th, it's Saudi Arabia versus Uruguay in Group H. June the 24th, Scotland versus Brazil for Group C. We got June the 27th, Colombia versus Portugal in Group K. And of course, I just want to say happy Wednesday, fam, because I'm going to be stacking these Coca-Cola limited edition cans. And speaking of, bro, we haven't even had a cheers moment yet, bro.
I know.
Let's crack it open. What do you got there? I got RSA. You got?
I've got Argentina, current champions.
Messi, baby, the current
Cheers,
champions.
sir.
Cheers to that, bro. And I'll be tucking into this. Bafana, Brazil, all of them are going to be going down. I want to know how many you've gotten or are collecting when it comes to these limited edition babies over here. And what you want to do is scan yours and score FIFA World Cup 26 tickets. You want to feel it with Coca-Cola, but don't forget that the T's and C's apply.
Well, just a few minutes after 8 o'clock, it is time to check in with your weather to see how we can prep you for the rest of your Wednesday. Well, let's get started in Polokwane on this Wednesday. It does bring you some thunderstorms with rain forecast at 70%. Now, your temperatures are between 15 and rise to a high of 22 degrees. And as we head into the week ahead, you can expect cloudy and wet conditions to persist all up until Friday, and that's with rain chanced at 70% tomorrow. Let's see what Klerksdorp has to offer. Well, you can prepare for a mostly sunny day with rain chanced around 25%. Now, looking at your temperatures, it does begin at a low of 12 degrees and reach a high of 21. Cloudy and wet conditions do continue on with rain chanced averaging around 43% up until Friday. Up next in Pretoria, you can expect thunderstorms throughout the day with a 25% chance of rain today. Temperatures range from a cool 13 to a warming 21. Rain is forecast for the rest of the week with tomorrow chanced at 60% and then come Friday, it's sitting at a 55% chance. And then in Johannesburg, partly cloudy skies with afternoon thunderstorms are on the cards for today. Temperatures start from a chilly 9 and peak at 18. Looking ahead, wet conditions do persist throughout the week with rain chanced at 50% tomorrow, and your temperatures, well, they remain in the teens and even reach the lower 20s. We head to Mbombela next, where your day kicks off under cloudy conditions with showers chanced at 55% in the afternoon. Temperatures, well, they start at a brisk 8 and then work its way up to 22 degrees today. And those rainy conditions do continue on with a 25% chance tomorrow and a 30% chance on Friday. In the beautiful Bloemfontein, partly cloudy skies are expected today with gentle southerly winds this time around. As for your temperatures, well, they rise from a brisk 8 to a high of 21. Partly cloudy skies do dominate the week with rain chanced, averaging around 28% for the most part. Let's head over to Richards Bay next, where cloudy skies are all what you can see this morning, and it will give way to sunshine late in the day, chanced at 70% with your rain. Temperatures range from 17 to 23, and looking ahead, wet conditions decrease as we head towards the weekend with temperatures in the mid to high 20s. All right, Durban, you're up and you'll begin your day under partly cloudy skies. Temperatures begin with a low of 16 and climb to a high of 21. You can expect cloudy and humid conditions as the remainder of the week does unfold. And having a look at your temperatures, while they remain in the mid to higher 20s, especially over the weekend. Mthatha, you're up next, where you're in for a partly cloudy day with moderate wind from the southwest. Temperatures rise from an unwelcoming 8 degrees to a more pleasant 20. And over the coming days, expect partly cloudy skies with temperatures in the high teens to mid 20s. All right, Craddock, it's your time to shine now with grey skies starting your morning. But don't worry, it will eventually brighten with steady southerly winds coming on through. Temperatures move from a biting 4 degrees to a moderate 18. Looking into the week, expect partly cloudy skies with temperatures in the low to mid 20s. Let's see what's happening in Kugompo City, formerly known as East London. Well, you can expect scattered cloud cover with strong southwesterly winds sitting at 35 kilometers per hour. Your temperatures range from a low of 12 to a high of 21. And as we look ahead, expect intervals of both cloud and sunshine, and the rain, of course, comes down on Sunday. In Ebeja, sunny skies will brighten up your day with strong southwesterly winds at 31 kilometers per hour. Temperatures there will range between 11 and 19 degrees, and in the days ahead, variable cloudiness will prevail with temperatures peaking at 32 degrees on Saturday. Moving into the gorgeous George next, on the cards is partly cloudy skies with afternoon showers. Temperatures rise from a brisk 8 to a pleasant 17. Now looking ahead, you're in for mostly sunny days with temperatures ranging between 12 and 28 degrees. That's on Saturday and Friday as it's peaking with good weather. Cape Town, let's see what's going down in the mother city. Mostly cloudy and humid conditions are expected with strong southeasterly winds sitting at 31 kilometers per hour. Temperatures, well, they'll range from a chilly 10 to a set 19 degrees as your high. And in the coming days, anticipate mostly sunny skies. No rain is expected through till Saturday, though. Sutherland, you're up next. You can expect a sunny day ahead with moderate southeasterly winds, but the day does start at a freezing 1 degrees and rise to 14. Looking ahead at the week, cloudy and wet conditions return from Friday with temperatures in the high teens to lower 20s. And then out in Kimberley, you're in for mostly sunny conditions with afternoon showers. Temperatures range from a chilly 8 to a warmer 22. Expect temperatures in the low 20s in the coming days with rain forecast from tomorrow. From Kimberley, let's head to our final stop out in Uppington, where you're in for a bright and sunny day. Now, your temperatures start at a reserved 8 degrees, but it does climb to a warmer 25 true to Uppington. The days ahead bring you cloudy and wet conditions with temperatures in the mid to higher 20s. Nothing peaking beyond 30 degrees though, so Uppington, you're still definitely in safe space. I will say that is great weather bringing us to 8 o'clock. The final sunrise view does beckon, but before we get there, let's check in once again with what happened at both 6 and 7. Now, we started off your morning out in Pinarstrand in George, where Linda captured a peaceful, misty shoreline scene. There was some soft pastel hues there that met the rolling waves, creating a calm start to the day. Definitely one of my favorite morning views that I've seen in a very long time. And a bit further along the coastline out in Muizenberg, in Cape Town, Rachel Govender snapped a striking scene. I mean, you can tell. The picture speaks 1,000 words. The sky is lit up in fiery hues over the harbour and the train station, with early activity underway along the shore. Great job. And then finally, we get into the sunrise view of this hour, taken by Leroy Snyman from Kugompo City, formerly known as the Eastern Cape, shared a wide open view of the sunrise stretching across the hills as soft pastel colors slowly give way to the daylight. and you can expect a great day ahead of you out in Gugompo City. So thank you so much for sharing exactly what that looks like. Now today, stellar, stunning, no notes, 10 out of 10, spectacular, give me 14. In fact, give me 3 more of those tomorrow on this number, 063-0369649. We look forward to seeing exactly what your morning looks like, Mzansi.
Well, look how good this morning's looking right now. Why? Because Carla's in the house. She's back. One of our absolute favorites. How are you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
Oh,
Thank
so
you for
excited to
having
have
me.
you. Does this mean that we get to see new music?
That is exactly what it
means. Yes!
That's exactly what it means. We have a whole new album.
Ooh, and I love the fact that there's instruments here, which means you brought the band as well.
I did. I brought Chad, my guitarist, and Marlon Green, my drummer. So very excited.
Oh,
very, very excited.
now we have every reason to stick around, Mzansi. Not only the fact that she's one of my Earth Day warriors that celebrates so much in the ocean, but the fact that we get to hear her, get to find out about new music, and see her perform in just a bit. So you got every reason to get excited because this is happening soon, baby. Let's go.
Thanks. The FIFA World Cup is coming, and all eyes are on Lamine Yamal.
It's coming!
Might as well jump.
You like it? Yeah.
Go ahead and jump. Let go.
Sit, scan, and you could score your way to the biggest FIFA World Cup ever. T's and C's apply.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. The girlies are here, man. It is your Feel Good Breakfast show, and I can't wait to get into this conversation. She's a friend of the show. She's been here. We love her. And she's back with new music. I'm talking about none other than Cape Town singer-songwriter Carla Franco, who's stepping into a bold new era with the release of a 3rd studio album. It's called A Funeral for My Grief. Known for just her raw honesty and genre-defying sound, the Salmon-nominated artist invites audiences into her most vulnerable work yet. Now, this is a powerful exploration of things like loss and healing, and of course, transformation at the end. So before we get to talk to her, let's have a listen to this one.
Baby thinks I'm moving on and I'm just trying to You're so narcissistic, so damn pessimistic, prepared for your optics, and I couldn't hit so love.
It's called Alone and Pearly, and behind it is the gorgeous voice of Carla Franco. Let's give her a feel-good welcome. Come on, everybody. Welcome back, girl.
I am so happy to be here.
I'm happy.
Really.
But listen, you came dressed in black for the occasion.
We're in mourning.
We're in mourning.
We're in mourning.
A funeral
in the
for
morning.
A Funeral for My Grief is the name of this third studio album. It honestly sounds deeply personal, and I feel like there are lots of stories behind it.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got to get into it. But was there a moment that made you realize, okay, this is going to be content for the next album?
I think it was more so, I really was at a place actually, to be completely candid, where, and I think a lot of songwriters go through this, an artist in the industry, I was just feeling incredibly demotivated. And I kind of was so focused on all the other jobs that artists have to take on now, like content creator and, you know, writing a song, producing the song, financing everything. And I just kind of fell out of love with it, if I'm being honest. And then I just kind of was going through a really hectic breakup. And I've always said my music is my therapy. And it wasn't something I ever thought I was going to share, just because of how raw everything was. And circumstances in my life changed, and I had a little spark, and I thought, let me go for it while the spark is there. And she's back, and it's really wonderful that I've been able to create this. Yeah.
Well, we're really grateful as well, not to celebrate your trauma, but I love the fact that you could turn it into art, because many people are going to relate to it as well, right? So what was the process? Were you crying and then writing? Did you go through and process the emotion and then get it? What happened? What happened?
It would just, I think anyone who's been in a really tumultuous relationship, and not to imply that I don't have a role, because everyone has a role.
Accountability, we love it.
You know, and I think it was just, in this case, the breakup was so sporadic. Kind of ghosted after like 3 years, and it was just like when that kind of neglect comes up, it's got to go somewhere. And when you grieve someone that's still living, it's like another level of loss, and like needing to find a way to navigate life without this person that was your best friend and alongside you all the time. So the process for me was, I needed this album to be the place where all of it lives. And we honor it, and we honor the hurt, and we honor the pain, and we say, right, well, onwards and upwards.
Absolutely. Let the transformation begin,
Yeah.
which I love. In case you missed it, the name of the album, A Funeral for My Grief, which means that we are letting go to an extent, right?
That's literally what it is. Every song is a different stage of grief. That's how the album is set up.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, she's right.
In the end, we're
She's
accepting.
right.
We're accepting and we're moving on.
Yeah, that's exactly how the album ends. I'm really excited for everyone to hear it. Yeah.
I can't wait. Okay, so we know, Carla, that you've spoken quite openly about your hearing loss and also how it informs your artistry. Did it play its role at all in this album? I mean, was it at the forefront?
Yeah, I think for me, for anyone who listened to Layers, which was the summer-nominated album, the beginning of it, I think, is really at the core of who I am as a songwriter and my sound. It was important for me for this album to not do too much. For the first time in my career and in my life, I was like, this is enough. Like, it's enough.
Wow.
And that was like a really altering moment. But I think the real challenge for me is that myself and my band are starting to play with tracking. Now, for anyone who doesn't know what that means...
Please break it down.
Break it down, girl. When you have a song, you've got your wave folder, which is like the music itself, but that is made out of stems, right? And to play with tracking means to play with a click, which is a metronome. So in music, it's that...
Right.
Go.
Wait, that's what's playing in your
The
ear.
dead girl cannot handle. She cannot deal with this metronome. Say no to the metronome.
Say no to the metronome.
No, say no to the metronome. I know. Anyway,
what is it supposed to do?
It's supposed to keep you in time.
Oh.
So my band has just kind of been going with Carla's flow all this time, which is a testament to their skill, really it is. But for this one, you know, we've layered a lot of harmony. There's a lot of little beautiful elements that we just can't go with. Without live. So yeah, it's just been a challenge, kind of having to relearn a skill and really apply myself with my hearing. It's hard. It's really hard.
But I love that you're open to the challenge.
We have to.
You can't be chilling and resting. It's like, okay, what's the next step? Come on. And the album launch, we have to talk about that as well.
Of course, yeah.
Very intentionally done, all-female showcase.
Yes.
What was the thinking there, and what can we expect?
So I've got a little venture that I've got in mind, because I think it's not unknown that women in the industry, globally, but in the industry, are still facing challenges when it comes to accessing spaces.
Right.
It was very intentional for me that the album launch wasn't very narcissistically centered. I didn't want it to be just about me. I thought this was an opportunity not only to reintroduce myself, but to also make it very clear where I stand as an artist.
Wow.
Economically and politically. And that's exactly why I got Celine Chic on board. She's got a really very satirical, political undertone to her humor. She's hilarious. And Sophia Frank, her and I did a song on the album called If I Wanted You. The no-brainer. She's literally a pop star. And we need that buffer for like the depressing stuff that's coming with me.
A little bit of light to the dark.
We gotta balance that room. I think it's a wonderful opportunity. I think people are paying a lot of money for the same lineups, and I think take a chance. Come and support local artists. Come and support a really cool initiative.
Yeah.
It's only 150 rand.
What?
And it's on Saturday
Nothing.
at Tennille Hayes for 3 female artists. Yeah, it's a really intimate thing. I'm really looking forward to it. As an independent artist, doing this alone is intimidating, and I'm excited. I'm very blessed to have people on board. I mean, we had Jonathan D. They were the first brand to ever jump on board with me. Just this random little deaf girl that was like, hey.
The shoe brand.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also, we've got Bosnos on board providing the backline. We've got Casaras Natas as a testament to my Portuguese heritage.
I mean, you have to.
Yeah, it's a deeply personal, it's an experience.
Yeah.
It's an intimate space meant to enhance community. I think we're a little bit out of touch, and I hope that this launch brings people together and just touch ground a little bit.
Touch ground, touch grass, and don't touch Carla. She said no, only with consent, okay? No, we're getting into something really good in just a little bit. Of course, the artistry speaks for itself, and we can't wait to hear the music with the band and the backing tracks. Say no to the metronome. I'm gonna run with that for the rest of the day. Carla, we can't wait to get into the music. We'll get into it straight after this.
Yeah, I think we're definitely saying no to the metronome, but I want you to say yes, Mzansi, to playing the lotto for a jaw-dropping 86 million rand in estimated jackpots happening this Wednesday. And this means that you could literally be winning big. And you can buy your tickets now in store. You can do it on the nationallottery.co.za website. You can use the mobile app, or you can also try a hand at cell phone banking. Now, we've got even more options that we've put up on our Expresso social media pages, so you can go check those details out right now, and that'll make sure that you get yourself in the running to win big. And that's why playing the lotto for an estimated 86 million rand in jackpots, all happening today, Mzansi. So good luck, and you definitely want to play now because you could become a millionaire. Now, everything happening on this show is going to make us feel a little bit more like a millionaire, especially as we look into the inspiration of our autumn-winter bathroom range that's coming through from Woolworths. And we're going to dive straight into that and see what's inspiring us in our home and our sanctuary. We also got the fairies in the kitchen still providing us with the nothing but the best. That's our St. Oyster Fierce fairies. So, Mzansi, the bellies are getting filled, and we've got lots of opportunities coming your way. We'll see you soon.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. This season embraces refined simplicity where soft absorbent fabrics, rich textures, and a soothing tonal palette come together to create a calm, beautifully curated bathroom space.
Like music to my ears, poetry to the home. And we recently caught up with Tanweer Osman, and he's from Woolworths Home to unpack their latest bathroom range and discover how it's been shaped by the season's biggest trends. Let's get inspired.
Welcome to Woolworths Home, where you'll find everything you need to create a space that feels calm, curated, and effortlessly luxurious. So come along this journey while I show you what's new and exciting this season. We have a wide variety of towels catering for everyone. Let's start off with the essential towel. This towel is extremely durable, perfect for everyday use, and we have a wide variety of colors, and we also bought into seasonal colors such as our burgundy and our chocolate, and we also incorporated a beautiful sage this season. Next we have our Zero Twist towel range. This is slightly different to your standard towels. We use Zero Twist technology in which we are able to achieve a softer, more absorbent and more plushier towel. So here we really tap into that spa-like feel. We have different options available in our Zero Twist range. We have a plain, a stitch stripe, as well as a textured. For a more premium, luxurious option, we have the Egyptian cotton pile towels. These are also Zero Twist, super soft on your skin, super absorbent, and extremely gentle as well. And finally, our new Milano range. 70% cotton, 30% bamboo, and this contributes to the silky soft feel of this towel. We have them in 5 different colors: charcoal, a white, a stone, a light grey, and an olive. It has a beautiful textural design, and I believe that this sets it apart. This is perfect for everyday use and also perfect for the entire family as well. I'm excited about this bath mat range. We really experimented with textures and designs this season. We have a range of 100% cotton towels. We offer a more classic look in the plain tufted bath mat, as well as more textural and design towels. I think all of these are great adds to your bathroom space just to elevate them a little bit more. We at Woolies have all the bathroom essentials you need this season. Shop us online, in-store, and on the app. Thank you for watching.
Woolworths always has us covered when it comes to our homes, man. And your bathroom should feel just like a reset. From ultra soft tiles to the elevated bathroom essentials, discover everyday comfort made better.
Yeah, now you want to shop their latest bathroom essentials at Woolworths. It's available in store, online, and of course on the Woolies app.
Welcome back to the kitchen. Things are smelling and looking really amazing. Also feeling quite warm. We're back with the culinary hotline bling!
Ching, ching, ching!
Now, in case you're wondering what's going on, flames are in the kitchen because we're getting ready for our final, most delicious, what is supposed to be most delicious installment of the culinary hotline. Shots fired, but we're not done hearing from you yet. So if you have any questions, please do let us know about your culinary conundrums. Let us know on our WhatsApp number. That number is 063-036-9649. Now, if you'd like to get into it, because I am, it is so nice and warm right here. Cape Town is so cold. Chef, what are we making?
Sure. So I'm going to do a seaweed wrap steak for you with a Asian soy garlic sauce. So I'm all about ease. This is something quite easy. You know how to braai. Usually everyone's waiting for the food.
Right.
So I want to do something quick, simple, that you can actually just do right in the beginning, put it out as a snack, or you can even do this one as a fun activity for your guests.
So you're saying we need to find that uncle that says we're going to braai at 12 in the afternoon, but we eat in the morning, send them this YouTube clip.
Yes.
There we go. Done.
There
Okay.
we go. Right. So first what we're going to do is just get a good cut of steak here. So with my normal style of cooking, I would use the more affordable cuts of steak because you're going to cut it up. But since I'm cooking on your dime today, we have a rubbed steak here.
There we go.
Yeah, I only put salt on. I don't put pepper before I actually fry it because pepper burns. So there we go.
Okay.
And we're just going to get a nice quick sear on that one.
Quick sear is
Quick
key.
sear, and then
right.
just get it to about a medium rare. The steak is
Sure.
a little bit thicker, so we'll just give it a bit of time on each side.
You want to let me keep an eye on this?
You can
Because
keep
I know
an
we've
eye
got
on
more
that one.
to go
Yeah.
with this dish.
All right, so what we're going to do then is, can I get some fire here?
Sure, let me get your eye. There we go. Heat
Cool.
on.
So,
and that's for our sauce, right?
This is for the sauce. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a sauce. In the sauce, what we have is some olive oil, onion, some red chili flakes, soy sauce, garlic, and ginger. Just a little trick with ginger. A lot of people use a peeler or a knife, so you just lose a lot of your ginger.
True.
A nice trick is to use a teaspoon, and all you do is pull along the ginger. And as you can see, I'm getting none of the ginger, only the skin.
Nice.
So it's just a nice quick way. Another little trick is, if you're doing ginger and garlic and you're actually going to grate it, take cling film, wrap cling film around your grater, grate your ginger, grate your garlic, and then you just put your finger on the plastic and...
You can't say stuff like that. You can't say stuff like that and then expect me not to test it. Oh, my word. Wait, because you know what that means, right? That's another way to, like, do less dishes. I think.
Absolutely. I love easy.
Yes. Okay, cool. So you said we're going to wrap like that.
Hey?
And then?
Yeah, so you wrap some cling film on there.
Uh-huh.
I just want to get all the skin off for you here.
Okay,
There you
okay.
go. There's a piece. Go for it. I'll just continue on this side.
How? How? How does it do that through the plastic but not cut the plastic?
Yep, so now all you do is run your finger over the plastic, and there you go, you've got your...
South Africa? What? And then, but it didn't cut the plastic.
Nope.
I'm gonna stop the show right now and call someone. That's amazing. Absolutely clean. Out of the whole culinary hotline, you came for one thing. That is amazing. I love that hack. Absolutely. Okay, cool.
All right, so we're going to make a sauce that's going to
Oh,
go...
steak. I'm supposed to go to steak.
We're still good. We're still
Now
good.
we are
What you
very
want to
good.
watch is you want to watch the brown line on the outside, and once that gets to the middle, you're actually going to flip
This
it.
is a very obedient fire. I've never seen a fire that's well behaved. It's like AI.
It knows I'm here.
Okay, there we go. All right.
All right, so with the sauce, the nice thing about the sauce is you do not need a recipe. You actually just need to know what the elements are, and then the flavor that you want to pop.
Right.
That's the one that
What's
you're
your
going
flavor
to
you want to
increase.
pop?
Yeah, so in this one, we're going to go with the ginger. I want to just get a bit more of a
Nice.
gingery flavor in there. The
While-
chili is optional.
While you're
So-
busy hoeing, the camera's going to watch you. But I want to go back to something you said in the beginning.
Yeah.
All your recipes have a story. So
Yes.
this one...
I will test you on this one.
Right.
So let's go. If you can tell me what the story is. So we've got seaweed wrap, we've got steak, we've got an Asian soy sauce. If you had to pick two countries that this is the combination of, which two would it be?
I mean, 100% I'm going to say Japanese. It's Japan and South Africa.
Absolutely. Now let's go and see what is the what is the most iconic day if you think Japan, South Africa in our history. I know most South Africans want to forget it, so there's a hint.
I don't want to be like obvious. Is it rugby?
Yeah, boy.
It's the rugby.
The rugby.
And I love, you know what I absolutely love? When Japan's playing and South Africans are in the stadium and South Africans will wear the Japanese flag and vice versa. So I love it because you tell the story.
Yeah, so I had some guests over and I wanted to do, just on that day, you're either going to tell stories or your food is going to tell the story. So on that day, I wanted everyone just to remember the day. And what I did was then do a bit of a fusion between Asian and South African with the steak. It is a day we then all wish to forget.
But what a bond that was built that day. Yeah. Absolutely. That's what sports does. That's what food does. Okay, so chicken and steak. Another thing about steak is it will release itself when it is ready to be turned over.
Correct.
I know that you say we don't need a hectic sear.
No,
so that's
we don't
beautiful.
need a hectic sear because you're not going to get all of the color on the outside because we're going to wrap it. So let me just get some.
Let me get a time check from the team upstairs. How long do we have? 30 seconds!
No.
Okay, we got this.
So let's go.
I know they said that we can come back a little later, but we're gonna rush. We're gonna do this now.
Let's go. We've got our sauce. Let me just stir the
Steak
sauce
needs to
through.
rest.
Okay.
Oh, we've got steak that's
You
done.
got the steak out. You've got your sauce. There we go. We've got some steak that's done.
All right.
Get some seaweed wrap.
The team said we should take it easy. They're going to come back a little later. We can have time to wrap it up and do a tasting as well.
Okay.
So I suppose we've got 30 seconds to just talk to each other. No. Okay. Let's talk about what we're all going to do when we come back later.
So if I can just tell people what we do right now is I'm going to take some cling foil and I'm going to wrap the steak inside some seaweed. We're going to pop that in the fridge for about 20 minutes. I have some that's been popped in. We're going to cut that up, plate it, do the sauce, done.
When we come back a little later, you're going to see how all of that comes together when we do a final tasting of this amazing, amazing dish. Don't go anywhere.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Protea Hotels by Marriott is where hospitality feels like home. It's why when your family is with us, we treat you all like a member of ours. Book now and be more than a guest. Go there with Marriott Bonvoy.
That's a cue for us to get our adventure on. I think it's time to wind down with a perfect escape, and at the heart of these experiences lies Protea Hotel King George.
Now, this is a relaxed retreat that, of course, blends together modern comfort, but also with the natural beauty of its surroundings. Let's check it out with our girl Kutle as the pace softens and, of course, the views stretch wide.
You can feel it the moment you drive into George. The air changes, the mountains start closing in around you, and suddenly you're not rushing anymore. And right in the middle of it all is the perfect base for the garden route. Comfortable, refreshed, and close to everything that you would want to try while you're here. Before you even unpack, there's a lot you can tell about a hotel just by how it welcomes you, the details, the ease, and how everything flows. That first impression matters even more when you're using the hotel as a base to explore a town like this. why do you believe that George is such an attractive travel destination for visitors right now?
George is the heart of the garden route. We are surrounded by mountains, beaches, and incredible scenery. It's a perfect mix for adventure and relaxation, which makes it so appealing.
Sounds like a dream and everything that I need right now. Now, Monique, I am sure that you meet people, different people every single day. You're the first point of contact. What is the one activity that is truly unique to George that you always recommend to your visitors?
It's the Outeniqua Power Van. It's a unique way to explore the history and the beauty of George. And our guest always comes back smiling. Secondly, we've got the Redberry Farm. And thirdly, we've got the George Museum. I feel like it's such a unique way to experience the history and the beauty of George.
I cannot wait to start exploring, but first things first, I need to drop off this bag.
We've recently redone 50 of our rooms, refurbished, as well as our public spaces, and it also incorporated a lot of the characteristics of the garden route. We've created spaces that's contemporary and welcoming and added a little bit of the history of the hotel and the surrounding areas into our decor. It's really, truly the gateway to the garden route.
Initially, the trip was about relaxation because the hotel itself feels like home away from home. But I would be doing myself a disservice if I don't add a bit of adventure to my itinerary. So I will be stepping out to explore a little bit of what it has to offer. The Redberry Farm has become such a much-loved activity in the garden route. What makes this the ideal activity for families or someone like myself who's visiting the Protea Hotel by Marriott King George to be immersed in the George experience?
Oh, so we love people just being outdoors and experiencing this beautiful place we've got. So it wasn't meant to be such a big tourism attraction initially, but it's grown and people love just the experience of picking their own fruit, eating it from the field, and it's really such a nice family activity. Apart from that, we've got the other part where we've got the maze, and all of that just joins together as a nice family outing.
For my Expresso family, if there are any seasonal offers that people can look forward to.
We've got the campaign running as 26 Fix at the moment because we're 26 years old. Every 26th day of each month, we've got a free activity for everyone that comes to the farm on that day.
A few hours of fresh air and a little exploring has made me just a little bit hungry, so I'm gonna head out to the hotel. But for now, lucky me, I've got strawberries as a starter. This is beautiful.
Wow, thank you very much. It's actually a recent revamped area.
Yeah.
You can actually see, in the pictures, this is just the history of George with the Outeniqua Mountains and Montagu passes. We've got 7 passes that are actually on the mountain.
I am obsessed with the history, but I'm also more obsessed with how the dining experience gets into that history. What kind of atmosphere are you creating here for your guests?
Our aim is to make a meal that will feel like celebration of South African hospitality. Be it is breakfast, lunch, or dinner, we want our guests to actually feel at home while discovering our meals.
What would you say is the dish that I must try to complement the views and just overall aura?
We've got some lovely ostrich burger, lovely ostrich fillet, which we will be having later on. So that will actually suit with this perfect weather.
I am loving my stay so far because of the location, the comfort, and of course, the food is absolutely delicious. The one amenity or space that really caught my eye, I'm in a bikini. We are in the garden route. It has to be the pool area and the newly renovated patio. The sun is out, so why not sit back and relax and enjoy a delicious drink? George has a way of showing you the best of the garden route without the fuss, close to adventure and, of course, close to the calm. So if you're looking for the perfect base that is comfortable, refreshed, and perfectly placed for whatever adventure you're on, then this place is worth checking into. So why not elevate your stay in George at the Protea Hotel by Marriott King George? Simply visit Marriott.com to book. Cheers, everybody.
Kukle, thank you for that reminder for all of us to get ready for our next holiday. Now, you can sign up as a Bonvoy member today on Marriott.com to start your planning.
Protea Hotels by Marriott is where hospitality feels like home. It's why when your family is with us, we treat you all like a member of ours. Book now and be more than a guest. Go there with Marriott Bonvoy.
And the travel energy is just going to keep going on right now. And here's a reason to do exactly that, because Tropica Island of Treasure is still giving you a direct line to the island, and the search is far from over.
Oh, it's been an exciting journey, and this week the Island Search heads to Durban, where you can catch the in-person auditions out at Gateway Mall from the 24th to the 26th of April.
Yep, and if you need a little inspiration before stepping up, take a look at some of the auditions that are already bringing the heat.
Come on.
I gotta go now, I'm busy. Okay, Mercy. Why should we pick you for Tropica Treasure Island Season 12? Tell me. Is this you? Who are you really? So I'm a doula. I build bodies. I build discipline, but most of all, I build the mindset. I adapt anyway. Okay, impressive. But what happens when things go wrong, not your way? How do you react? How do you respond? Kuluma, I don't panic. I assess, I breathe, and then I choose the best move, not the fastest one. What do you bring to the table, Sissy? What? My voice is so gentle. Rat. Possibly. If they panic, I will ground them. If they down, I will lift them. And if they strong, I'm definitely gonna match them. Are you just fitness? Eh? Just fitness, gal? No. Fitness is only the surface level for me. The island doesn't reward the strongest, it rewards the person who thinks the smartest on the island. Egba.
Yeah, okay.
I enjoyed that creativity.
Yeah, a lot of effort went into that one.
Yeah. Angelique, well done. That was really creative. We love to see it. Well, let's see who else we have. The girlies are standing up. Shante, you're up next.
Let's roll it.
Let me save you time. I'm exactly who you are looking for. Smooth, confident, and ready for the island. My name is Shante. I'm from Cape Town, and I'm entering Tropica Island of Treasure, not just for the experience, but to win it. By day, I'm a teacher, so I know how to lead, stay patient, and handle pressure. I used to play netball, and about 3 years ago, I stepped into coaching. So I understand both being part of a team and leading one. I know to be on the island, I need to be physically and mentally strong, and that's exactly who I am. I've always loved pushing myself. I did athletics at school, and now I'm running races, constantly challenging my limits. And I love being adventurous, trying new things, exploring new environments, and stepping out of my comfort zone. And I'm also a content creator, so being in front of the camera, that's natural to me. And when I'm not doing that, I'm in the gym, showing up, staying consistent, and building strength. Just like Tropica, I bring the flavor, the energy, and the smoothness. But don't let the smoothness fool you. I'm competitive, I'm resilient, and I don't quit. I've learned how to push through discomfort, adapt quickly, stay strong, no matter what comes my way. So if you're looking for someone that's physically strong, mentally tough, and made for this, someone who brings a smoothness but plays to win, I'll see you on the island.
You can stay, Shante. I like that.
Absolute charisma. I love this, and you can really see it. Confidence, creativity, and that's something extra that makes you island ready.
I love that. Well, there's no other way to do it. It's all about showing up as your full self and also bringing out what makes you stand out.
Yeah, so if you think you have what it takes, make your way to Gateway Mall in Durban from the 24th to the 26th of April and take your shot. And there's a golden ticket up for grabs. So bring the energy, bring the confidence, and most importantly, bring the smooth.
Now, for more details, head over to @mytropica on social media. Tropica, nothing smoother. Cheers.
From crowns to curveballs, Lelele Mswane unpacks her Tropica Island of Treasure journey. I am in the gym 7 out of 7 days in a week. I'm trying to just push myself physically as much as I can.
Where poise meets pressure, things get interesting.
I'm naturally competitive. I will stop at nothing to ensure that I am number one all the time.
Thursday, 23 April on Expresso, 6 to 9 a.m. on S3.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It's your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and we are still cooking out here. You've never seen sushi like this before. The mousse polaki.
But we are here for a tasting of the steak dish, which I'm so excited. Raul, you're closer, so you get to taste.
Oh,
Wow.
no. This is incredible. Nate, thank you so much, Sarita. I could not be more excited. Our kitchen fairies, St. Ooster Fierce. Oh, my word.
Well, Raul's chowing down on that. We're going to see you again next week. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
The show's not over. Go and check out
Incredible.
the most amazing performances.
Wow.
Carla in the kitchen.
Franco.
Let's
Take it away.
go.
For 7 months you've been hearing me crying. Said you tell them the truth, but all you're doing is lying. What do I do with these unfinished plans and an empty hand in a foreign land? Your love's for sale and seems like everyone's buying. I wanted to come on. What the hell would that look like, though? You say I'm not understanding. I've been trying and learning, but I got left on my own up in Pearly. Baby thinks I'm moving on, and I'm just trying to on, and I'm torn. I wanted to come on. What the hell would that look like? Say I'm not understanding. I've been trying to learn. Hell would they look like? Oh, so low. Everybody knows my heart breaks slow. Everybody knows I don't know how to let go. And she never really deserved me. When she said, I don't know why you thought that I'd be there, crying over you and the taxi fare. A part of me died there, I swear. I wanted to come on. What the hell would that look like? And I'm learning. I've been trying and learning, but I got left on my own up in Paris. You're so narcissistic, so damn pessimistic, prepared for your object, and I stood in heat all along. Left me on my own. When I called your daddy, said he didn't know me, 'cause you had told him that you wouldn't leave me on my own. And I stood in the city alone, and party.
Oh, beautiful stuff. Carla Franco, ladies and gentlemen. And now we have to get into a bit more vulnerability as the fire's going and the fire from within Carla comes through in the most honest way.
Live television, what you gonna do? Would you be honest with me? And I don't mean some of the time. Would you be honest with me? Baby, could you slow down, slow down? I've been trying to get the low down, low down. Maybe we should calm down, try and keep her on the lockdown. Oh no, I've been trained to hold on when you run away. You don't understand that your silence leads us astray. Try to grasp it, but that ship has sailed. Don't you walk like I was Galileo. Baby, could have left the binding if you were open to some random. Could you be honest with me? And I don't mean some of the time. Would you be honest with me? Would you be honest with me? And I don't mean some of the time. Would you be honest with me? Do up, 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 but I knew, sliding all over the abuse. Purple circles while you're enable you. Your man won't even show it. Everybody knows it. It's even told it. The narrative, you try to mold it, roll it. The truth will taste so divine. Was anything for real all this time? Honest, 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 hands were tied while I prayed that I could die. Honest, 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 you deny, you just lie. Why'd you lie? You lie, you lie, you lie, you lie. Honest, 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 I won't cry. Why you this love die?
Another feel-good production.
Lips on fire, we don't care for a thing except your desire. Lie, 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 lips on fire, run and tell that like a real live wire. Lie, 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 lips on fire, everything you left, my life been lied. Lie, lie, lips on fire, ever since you left, my future look bright. Lie, lie, lips on fire.